part 2 of the previous live stream. I am going to do my nails. So I'm going to start a poll. So if you were in the previous stream, hopefully you were able to find this one. If this is your first time watching the live stream, welcome, welcome. Hopefully you're doing well today. Sky blue, white, and light green. Okay. Hey, Paul. How are you doing today? Glad you're here. So today is a manicure day. I will be doing my nails. So please vote in the poll. Hey, V. How are you doing today? So it's a manicure day. Fridays are manicure days. So vote in the poll, guys. And for the color, we have the option of yellow, we have white, sky blue, and this turquoise color. Turquoise is like light green with undertones of blue in it. So vote for the color that you guys would like me to do my nails. Remember, this is like the light green color. Hey, Evan, how are you doing today? Yes, I am back. Got a phone call. This is the sky blue color. This is an option. Pick sky blue V. Okay, nice. We have white. This is another option you guys could choose from. And then, so vote in the poll for your colors. And then I'll go with the one that gets the most votes. And then we have like this yellow color as well you can choose from. Well, I'm so glad that by watching my live stream, it can make your bad day into a better day, Evan. So hopefully, whatever you're stressing about or sad about, hopefully you're not sad about it for too long. Alrighty. Hey, welcome from Russia. What's it like in Russia today? I'm glad you guys could be here. If you've just tuned into the live stream, Uniquely Mia here. I essentially show you guys my life, ranging from Eat With Me's, technology videos, dating life as a grad student, and so much more. And you are welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. So please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and joining the community. I'm going to do a manicure right now, and I need your help choosing the color. So please vote in the poll. We have this sky blue color. We have white. We have turquoise or light green. And then we have yellow. I don't know if we'll beat the votes. The last time I did a manicure stream, I had about 100 votes in nail colors. So that was a record. I don't know if we'll beat the record today, but let's see if we get some votes in. Okay. Evan said they want light blue. Evan said I got into a major tech program today too. Super happy. Congratulations, Evan. That's really cool. Hey, PDJ. Glad you're back again today. Hey, Nana. How are you doing today? V said, are you going to do your hair? Not in this live stream. Hey, Paul. How are you doing today? What are you saying? The green would look cool. Okay, nice. Sky blue for the win, Anthony said. But how is everyone doing today? I do hope that you guys are having an amazing day. If it's not an amazing day, at least by watching this live stream, hopefully it can make your day a little better. What are you saying? Glad you're doing well, Nana. I'm doing good as well. Thank you so much for asking. Woke up this morning, did some stuff, ate some food. So now I'm doing a manicure. I have some like clothes washing. This nail polish, this acetone is so strong to smell, but I always use it because it takes off your nail polish so quickly, but it's acetone. It's not good to breathe in, but it takes it off really, really quickly. Hey, In Your Soul, good morning. Glad you are here. Mia, can you sing Lava Chicken song? I haven't heard the Lava Chicken song, In Your Soul. Well, is that from like a Minecraft movie? I haven't seen the Minecraft movie yet, though. Hey, Tupac. Hey, Choma. You changed your username again? Well, even though you keep changing your username, I'm very appreciative that you keep telling me it's still you, so that I know that it's still you, Choma. Glad you're here. How are you doing today? Hello, hello. Soraya, how are you doing today? More info? Yes, more info about me. I'm uniquely Mia, also known as Mia, and I'm a dual degree graduate student studying public administration and criminal justice. And on this channel, I show you what my life is like, ranging from Eat With Me's technology videos, days in my life as a graduate student, travel videos, manicure videos, and a lot more. And you are welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. All opinion, people, and ideas, as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. So please consider hitting that like button, subscribing to the channel, and joining the Uniquely Mia community. Right now I am giving myself a manicure, so please vote in the poll for the color that you would like to win. We have sky blue you can vote, choose from, white, this light green color, and yellow. So please vote in the poll to help me choose my nail color for this coming week. I would love to know how is everyone else. How's your day going? What are you saying? You like my nails now? Yeah, honestly, my nails, it can last longer than a week, but I just like to do my nails longer than a week because like if I were to leave my nail polish on longer than a week, the farthest I'll stretch it is probably until Monday. So Friday to Monday, what, like 2, 3 days? It's not that many days in between, so I might as well just do it on Friday. So every Friday, like every week, I have a new manicure. And the more regularly that you change your nails, it's the better for like your nail health, nail growth. So like you're not, because sometimes leaving nail polish on too long, it can make your nails crack, so, or break off. So yeah, every week for me, I changed my nail polish. I think one time I left it for 2 weeks, but I had to reapply top coat a lot of times. Hey, I'm from the United States. Paul said I have a fizzy drink and nerds, watermelon and cherry. Okay, nice, nice. I'm glad you're doing good, Centroma. Anthony said, put the napkin on your nose and breathe, you'll wake up. I think that'll probably knock me out or something, Anthony. I would not do that. Hey, Bill, how are you doing? Paul said I was born on Jupiter and like to smell farts. Okay, thanks for letting us know. In your soul, you said you're probably the only one who voted for the white color. Really? So maybe most people, well, yeah, white is definitely a neutral color. I do like white, but I guess people are like, it's summertime, you need some color. So that's probably why. Hey, Freya, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey, Evan. Evan said, oh, did you see my comment about, oh, yeah, I did see it. Congratulations, Evan. That is definitely an accomplishment. So congrats. So when do you start at your new position or program? Oh, okay. Fizz is a YouTuber. Okay, I did not know that, Paul. Thank you so much for the clarification. Hey, David. Well, glad you could tune over, hop onto this live stream, even though you were watching another YouTuber. Really appreciate the support, Paul. Hey, David. Good afternoon to you as well from Wisconsin. You can't believe that the 23rd, they told me, of May is Memorial Day. Oh, it is? I don't celebrate Memorial Day. So it's not like on my calendar to thing. But happy Memorial Day in advance to all the veterans who are watching the stream. Hey Max. Hopefully you are doing well as well, Max. Thank you so much for your kind words. How's your day going? Greetings from North Korea. North Korea? You have access to YouTube in North Korea? I did not know that. What's it like in North Korea, Gabriel? Did you eat food? Yes, I did, V. So that's in the previous live stream. So if you want to see me eating, I had a chicken patty. If you want to see me eating, what I thought about it, go check out that previous live stream. Hey, welcome, Cod. How are you doing? Glad you're here. No, I had to ask Anthony because I'm pretty sure North Korea doesn't have YouTube, but like they said they're from North Korea, and like if you're from North Korea, who am I to tell you what you don't have? So that's why I had to ask them. So then we're gonna go on with this. I do have I have this cuticle remover, but I don't really use it because I don't really have cuticles. So obviously these are my cuticles. And generally people have a lot of excess dead skin. I've been fortunate I don't have that around my fingers. So cuticle remover doesn't really work for me, honestly. So I just bought it just to buy it. And then when I actually put it on, I'm like, this isn't working for me. So I'm gonna go in with this. You have to be really gentle. I'm just gonna like push my cuticles back a little bit and like clean up underneath my nails, and then we'll go in one more time with nail polish remover again, just to make sure I get all the nail polish off. Okay. Hey PDJ. Welcome football. Hey Christopher. Greetings from Las Vegas. What's it like in Las Vegas today? Yes, please double tap and like the screen, guy. Ooh, bro. Oh my god, sorry guys. And like the video, pin, okay. Yeah, I don't celebrate Memorial Day, but like shout out to all the veterans to who did that, because isn't Memorial Day for veterans? Or people who served in the army, things like that. I'm not a veteran. None of my family members are a veteran. So I don't celebrate it, but like happy Memorial Day to all the veterans, all the people who served in the army who decided to go on that career path. Hey BJ, how are you doing? Hey Dot, how are you doing today? Wow, okay. You have access to YouTube in a jail cell from China. What's it like being incarcerated in China? Hey Freya, what's your rehabilitative system like? Hey 2.0, good day to you as well. Health and happy. I do like that. Health, happiness, and wealth to all of you on the live stream. That's so nice, 2.0. How are you doing today? Hey Freya, hey Cod. And you're so sad. You have members on your YouTube channel. Okay. Hey Paul. Hey Anthony, Antonio, good morning, good morning. What's my shoe size? About 10.5 to 11 in women's. Hey Freya. 2.0 said, are you American? Yes, I am American. Yeah, I'm U.S. American. There's only U.S. American. It's the same thing, 2.0. So yeah, I'm an American. Hello. A call die. Glad you're here. Okay, Memorial Day is about the fallen patriots. Okay. Yeah, still don't celebrate it though, guys. The things you were telling me about that. Pretty cool. Okay. So I'm just gonna clean up the sides. You can't really see. I want to get like, it would be cool if I had like a magnifying glass. I don't know, camera thing. No, I'm not cutting my nails. So these are my natural nails. So I bit off one of my natural nails like last week, I think, or 2 weeks ago. So I'm not cutting. It would be, some of you guys would say, why don't you just cut the rest to match? Because I don't want to do that. Like, I don't like short nails. So it's going to catch up. My nails are going to catch up. It's going to catch up and grow. So the most I'll do is probably file my nails that are currently growing long. So that way it doesn't get too long, if that makes sense. So that way when this starts to grow, it looks even. But for now, I'm just going to leave it all, even though I have like... And some people in public, they would think you would do this intentionally, so that way you could like text on your phone better. So they think sometimes short nails on each finger is done intentionally, but I just bit it off, so we're not gonna worry about it. Okay. Antonio said, God bless America. Okay, cool. You're North American, South American, Central America. I am a United States citizen, so I am North American. We can't say North American because isn't Canada North America, guys? So yeah, that's why when you look at the concept of being an American, 9 times out of 10, if somebody travel abroad and people ask where are you from, I'm an American, or I'm from the United States. People abroad are generally gonna interpret, okay, you're from the U.S. of A. because like Canada's in North America. Canada isn't part of the United States. Canadians aren't American unless you get citizenship. So yeah, it's a lot of gray area. But I'm a United States citizen, so I'm from the United States. Born in New York, guys. Okay, let's take this off. I'm just like, as I said, I pushed back my cuticles. So now I'm just making sure, scraping off like any excess or dead skin that may have appeared or emerged from me pushing back my cuticles. I don't really have a lot, but it's good to do this once in a while. Anytime I do my manicure, I don't do this because if you do it too much, that can hurt your nails. But once at a time when you do it is good. And since this is metal, you do have to be careful with this. So if you guys are at home and you want to start giving yourself your own manicures, it's better to use a plastic one for beginners, not a metal one. Especially if you're heavy-handed, because you don't want to scrape your natural nails or your nail bed. That's going to hurt. All right, let me read some of your comments and we'll do this. 2.0 said, so if you're American, you got to celebrate Memorial Day, at least something small, have a meal. No, you don't have to, 2.0. Like, I feel like you don't have to. I celebrate 4th of July sometimes, not all the time. That's like July 4th. So sometimes I celebrate, sometimes I don't. Memorial Day is one of those holidays, honestly. I think holidays are important, but like sometimes holidays, 9 times out of 10, in my opinion, certain holidays, it's just like a way for the government to get more money out of people, for people to spend. So, like I said, if you are a supporter watching this stream and you have served in the army, or if you are somebody who had somebody in the army and unfortunately they died in the army, 100% thank you for your service on what you have done. Like, you're in the army, you're supposed to be like the first line of defense, so shout out to you for that. Shout out to you for choosing that career and going that route, deciding to do that. Yeah, people in the past who went to war for, I guess, something that they believed in, shout out to them. They were brave enough, and unfortunately they didn't make it back home. But yes, I'm an American. That doesn't mean I have to celebrate Memorial Day. It's like, for me, nobody in my family has served in the army in America. So I'm not really connected to Memorial Day, if that makes sense. Even though I am an American citizen, is like America, they can fund wars. America has funded many wars in the past. They currently fund many wars. As an American citizen, I don't necessarily support those wars. So if you don't support a certain war, should you really celebrate it? So yeah, it's a lot of gray area, but like, just to answer 2.0's question, because they said I'm an American, so I gotta celebrate it. I don't have to celebrate it. Yeah, so that's my take on Memorial Day. Great holiday, especially for people who have had families who were in the military and things like that, to honor them, 100%. But sometimes when I hear that comment, it's like me saying, it's like somebody coming to me and saying, well, you have to celebrate engineers because they're the ones who built infrastructure. It's honestly a career that was chosen. They chose to go in the army, so I have to celebrate their career, if that makes sense. So obviously, that's just like the basic answer. There's a lot to go into that. Soldiers, shout out to the soldiers. They're doing the jobs that people in society don't want to do, don't want to volunteer to do. They're important, but yeah, there's a lot of gray area around that too. Hey, Gabrielle, how are you doing? Hello, Sanin. Where are you from? You're from Uganda. Welcome from Uganda. Antonio said American made, born and raised. Okay, cool. Cod said Memorial Day is like the day we start planting. What do you mean by that? Am I the only British one here? I do have some British supporters, Leanna, so I'm not sure if you're the only one in this stream, but I promise you're not the only British supporter who has subscribed to Uniquely Mia's channel. But how are you doing, Liana, and everyone else in the stream? I would love to know. 2.0 said, I'm African, Southern African, deep in the South. Okay, cool. Hello, Frey, you're Britain. Okay, so you have another British person here. Cod said, I know Americans are technically Canadian, U.S., and Mexican. Wait, what? What are you saying? Hey, Emmanuel, how are you doing? Someone from Peru could say they're Americans. Okay, let's see what's happening. Hey, welcome, Barun. How are you doing? Paul said they're pen. Okay, nice. What's my age? It's the glory of God to conceal a matter and the honor of kings and queens to seek out the answer. That essentially means I'm not telling you my age. If you want to know my... Ow, that hurt. If you want to know my age, like the video, subscribe to the channel, go to my YouTube homepage, and watch my Washington, D.C. birthday adventure videos. I do like pushing back my cuticle, though, because you really see how long your nail has grown, because it just makes your nail bed a lot longer for you to put more polish on. Okay. We're gonna go with the pointy end. What do I smell like? I don't know. not bad, I don't think. I don't smell like anything. Hello, hello. Welcome, welcome. How are you doing? What's your name? Deblina? I'm so sorry if I mispronounced that. Hey, Margaret. Where am I from? I'm from the United States. So the US of A. What are you planning? Where are you from? I would love to know. And what are your plans for the day? Is it a pretty chill day for you? Are you going outside today? Thank you, thank you. I'm glad you like my jewelry 2.0. Perhaps one day they would come out of a treasure box. Honestly, I think my jewelry is pretty custom, except for this one. But like most of them, if other people can make it or other people have it, it's not like a lot of people. So very, very cool. So let's clean this up. And then, as I said, when you push back your cuticle, you get a little dead skin, so I'm just like scraping that off. Okay. And then we're gonna go with some nail polish remover one more time. Thank you, Aubrey. You're pretty as well. Thank you so much for your kind words. It's Deblina said, do you know about the Indian-Pakistan war that's currently happening? No, I do not. I do not know about that war that's happening currently. Hopefully it ends soon. Cool kid is the best, Paul said. Okay, nice. Thank you, Margaret. Glad you like my hair. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, Arun, how are you doing? You're from Africa? Okay, what part of Africa are you from? Thank you, Aubrey. Glad you like my hair. Hey, welcome, Tofilo. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey, Canadian. Canadian said, how much would it cost you to get on the floor and bark like a dog? A couple millions. Yeah. Definitely a couple $1,000,000 for me to do that. Especially on camera, that's just going to raise the price because your digital footprint is forever. But yeah, the starting price would definitely be, yeah, high. Sabrina said it's like one moment in 1 million. However, it's not one moment. So that's why I said like especially if you want to record it, the price is gonna go up because your digital footprint's forever. So yeah. Hey Lee. Oh, you're very beautiful as well. Welcome from Malaysia. What's it like in Malaysia? Okay. Alright, so all the nail polish is off. So this is what my nails look like without any nail polish, clear nail polish after I have pushed my cuticles back and everything. Before we go ahead and put the nail polish on, I'm gonna go check and see if my clothes are dry so that way I can put it in the dryer and I will not have to worry about it while I do my manicure. So what are you guys saying? You're beautiful too, Leo. Thank you so much for your kind words. Okay. Literally, I just washed like my towels, my blankets, my bathroom mats, Clorox, and I just put it all together in the thingy. I'm gonna change color. My shorts change color. Oh, it's white. What are you guys saying? Glad you're doing good, Talifa. Paul said, I'm cooked. 007 is my dad. I'm cooked. I'm cooked. What? Why is it bad that 007 is your dad? I mean, if you haven't seen the movies, you have no idea what I'm talking about. But, like, isn't 007 a spy? So, isn't that good? Okay. Alright. If you're in danger, blink twice. Are you telling me or somebody else in the stream? I'm in my room by myself, so if I'm in danger, I have no idea that I'm in danger, most likely until it's too late. Because who would expect an attack in their room? Hey HHK. Have you ever played? No, I've never been to Africa before. Nope. Bruh. Alrighty, what is happening? Can't believe some of these questions 2.0 said. Wait. Why isn't my stuff charging? Some of these cords in my room are kind of annoying, or extension cords. I feel like some of the batteries are dying with like the outlet or whatever. Okay, it's charging now. What are you guys saying? Hey Mobile, how are you doing? Yes, you can definitely subscribe to the channel. If you subscribe to the channel, I have fashion videos, Eat With Me, technologies, days of my life as a grad student, and so much more. And you are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. If you've just joined, please consider liking the video, subscribing, and choosing my color for my nails. So we have white, we have a light green color, yellow, and blue. Choose which color that you would like me to paint my nails. Last stream, our record was like 100 votes. I don't know if we'll get to 100 votes in this stream, but it's getting up there. We have 67 votes. So this might be definitely top #2 live manicure live stream where I got the most votes for you guys to choose my nail color. Honestly, I'm gonna go with the top 2 votes because I have to do both one hand, one color, and another hand, a different color, just so I can get 2 content videos. So I'm gonna go with the top 2 votes that wins in the poll to paint my nails. This is just clear nail polish. Clear nail polish is a must when you do a manicure. Obviously, if you have no clear nail polish, you want to try and grow out your nails and you only have color, do the color. However, you do need clear nail polish sooner rather than later when you start growing your nails. All right, this was looking like with clear nail polish. All right, what are you guys saying? It's Deblina said, I said 1 million, 1 moment and 1 million because a missile just hit a building 10 yards of distance. Okay. Hey Jelly, hey Aubrey. Okay, read that. Good morning, Fern. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here. 2.0 said I would get my nails done too, but I'm a male. Males don't. I mean, you could do your nails if you want. Hey Harry. Harry said my mommy and daddy are playing patty cake in the other room. Okay. Hello, Canadian. Okay, answer that question. Hey Fabrice, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey Muslim girl, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here today. Have you been to Paris and Kentucky? I've been to Paris, France. I've never been to Kentucky before. Yeah, I've been to parties at my school, Jay. What is this channel about, White Point? Thank you so much for asking. On this channel, I'm essentially showing you guys my life, what's it like to be a dual degree grad student. I show you travel videos, fashion videos, Eat With Me, technology videos, and a lot more. And I also do live streams. So yeah, that's what this channel is about, just following Uniquely Mia on her life adventure. The way I describe my channel sometimes for fun. Do you ever look at somebody in public and you're like, what is going on with their life. I kind of want to be nosy and know what's going on in that person's life. I'm giving you a free pass on my channel. Because I don't show you guys everything. I don't tell you everything, but like I try to at least vlog and show you most of the things that I do in my life. So yeah, you no longer have to wonder about people. You just have to subscribe to Unique Liz Mia's channel and you get a free pass at being in somebody else's life who doesn't know you, but you'll know about them like that. What are you guys saying? Thank you, Arnell. Glad you like my nails. How are you doing today? I'm doing good today. I'm full. How are you doing today? Thank you so much. You're cute as well. Full nester. Thank you. Glad you love my eyes, Joe. I love my eyes as well. Yes, I've been to Paris, France, Aubrey. Hey, Horzin. How are you doing? So we're going to end the poll in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Cast your final votes. The poll is now ended. What are the top 2 colors? Okay, sky blue and light green. Okay, we can do that. So these are the top 2 colors. So we're gonna do one hand in sky blue, one hand in turquoise, also known as like a light green color, because I want 2 different nail designs for 2 different content videos. Hey, welcome. Shaw, how are you doing today? Hello. Dwayne, how are you doing? Hey, Aubrey. Aubrey said, I've been to Kentucky, and do you know if that Splash Park? No, I don't know if the Splash Park, Gray Wolf. I don't think I've heard about on TikTok, like Gray Wolf Lodge. Like, is that the name of it? I've heard about it on TikTok, but I've never been. I don't think. Hey, DJ. DJ said, yo, I love the live stream. Keep up the amazing work. Thank you so much. So glad that you love the live stream, DJ, and that you find it to be entertaining. Okay, I only read and speak English, Shaw, so I don't understand what you're saying. But if you understand what I'm saying, you are more than welcome on the channel. Hey, Con, how are you doing? All right, so when you do manicures, if you're a beginner, how many people on the live stream do like at-home manicures? Would love to know. So if you're an at-home manicure type person, this is like, I'm gonna verbally tell you guys what I'm doing. You can probably zoom into the video to try and see my finger if you want. Try to see my nails, but I'm gonna try and verbalize how I'm gonna be painting my nails to give you guys some tips on that. Bonjour, that is the extent to my friends. Bonjour, merci beaucoup, and au revoir. Au revoir, like that, yeah. No, I've never been to Great Wolf Lodge Splash Park before, Aubrey. Hey, welcome, Fluffy. I'm so glad that you love this video. Okay, hey, welcome. What's your name? Noto? Hey, Julia, how are you doing? Okay, so if you're an at-home manicure type person, you want to get started, don't be scared of the brush. You can't be scared of the brush. You can't be scared of a lot of polish, okay? So you're gonna dip the brush into nail polish. If you want, you can always like close your nail polish the first time, shake it up. And then you're gonna open it, and then you're just gonna wipe one side, okay? You're not gonna wipe both sides of the polish, you're gonna wipe one side. Then you have 2 choices. You can start at the center of your cuticle. You can start at the center of your nail and then go down. Preferably, I like to start as close to my cuticle as possible. And honestly, when you're doing your own at-home manicure, the key to making it look like a professional, you have to paint your cuticle, okay? I know when you paint your cuticle, it can look all messy, it can be uncomfortable, you can get nail polish on your skin. Don't panic, it's okay, guys? The closer you get to the cuticle, the better. And on the odd chance that I do get nail polish on my skin, I'm not gonna panic. Why? Because when you wash your hands with soap and water, your nail polish is gonna come off your skin, because nail polish isn't supposed to be on your skin. It's gonna naturally come off. Okay? Like, there's gonna be a learning curve the first time you do it. The first time you do your nails, if you are a beginner, you may get a whole bunch of nail polish on your skin. And mind you, my nails are long. That's why I like long nails too, because it's always much easier to paint your nails when your nails are long, because there's like free edge. You're like painting on air after a certain point. When your nails are short, you have to be careful because there's more skin you can paint on. But look at that. That's how you get it looking like you did it at a nail salon. You gotta paint close to your cuticle. You can't leave polish. You can't leave like an area blank because you're scared to get to your cuticle. You gotta go all the way down, guys. All right. Hey, your favorite YouTuber. Paul, I think you did your math incorrectly. Yeah, you did your math incorrectly, Paul. Try again. Jojo said my country is under attack by Pakistan. I'm scared. I'd be scared too, Jojo. That is definitely in a scary position. Are you able to get to safety? If you're able to get to safety, Jojo, perhaps go to like an embassy or like the government building, watch your news, listen to radio stations. Hopefully they can evacuate you as soon as possible so you can stay safe, because that is definitely a scary situation to be in. And I hope you and your family members stay safe, that your war ends, and most importantly, that you could get to safety. Because that is really, really scary. Hey, Fluffy. How are you doing? Glad you loved this video. Love that you're here. How's your day going today? So you see, for me now, I told you guys to start at your cuticle, but if you look at me, I'm not starting at my cuticle because I'm like an experienced. I know how to do my nails. I've been doing it for a long time, but literally start at your cuticle. That's the key. If you want to like, and you try to do thin layers of polish. If you do thin layers of polish, that's so much better than trying to do like thick layers. So now I'm going to show you this. This nail is short, okay? So it's been much easier to paint these 3 fingers because it's nice and long, right? So now we're going to do the short one. The short one, we're going to do the same thing that we did for the long nails, guys, but we're just going to, make sure, you see what I did? That's different. I put a lot of polish in the center. And we're just going to wipe the brush on the bottle. We're just going to go in. Paint the same way. The key to getting short nails to look professional, you gotta make sure you get the sides, because you gotta be a little bit more technical with it. So get the sides, but you still wanna go in, get the cuticle. And what is that? Perfecto. Like, isn't that, like, look at that. See? So another tip for you guys, if you are like a beginning, first time doing your nails at home, before you paint this hand, leave this nail bare. You want to do the last nail. You want to paint this, your non-dominant hand, because this is my dominant hand. I'm right-handed. So I always paint my non-dominant hand first. However, when you paint your dominant hand, you have to use your non-dominant hand. And if you haven't been doing your nails for a while, or if you're now starting doing your own manicure at home, you're not used to using your non-dominant hand. I've gotten relatively used to using my non-dominant hand to paint my dominant hand. So if you're a beginner, always leave like your pinky finger without polish, because you are more likely to make errors when you paint your dominant hand, just because you're using your non-dominant hand. Okay, welcome from South Africa. Lobster Meatball said, hello, your favorite YouTuber. Hey, Ollie, how are you doing today? Hey, Christina, good morning to you. Hey, Lyric. What are you saying? You're in my room, checking out live streams. I'm so glad the algorithm recommended you to this channel, your favorite YouTuber. Consider liking the video, subscribing, and staying on. Yes, Dennis, Tamia, right? Is that what you told me to call you? I do remember you. How are you doing today? Hello, unknown. Yes, I do remember you, Tamia. Glad you're here. Hey, Anar. I disagree with you. I do not think I have too much rings. I think I have too little bit rings. I still want more rings. You see my fingers? Like, we got this, we got this pinky, we have my thumb. I don't know if I want a thumb ring. I'm skeptical about a thumb ring, but I've never had a thumb ring, so I'm not against a thumb ring, but like, I have too little bit fingers. Like, I have fingers that are bare. I need more rings, guys. Okay? So I disagree with that assessment. And then you may come back and say, but you're wearing 2 rings on like 1 finger. You don't need more rings. My hand has gotten used to having 2 rings on 1 finger at this point in time. So I'm like, this is how I'm forever gonna wear this ring, man, this finger. Because my hand just got used to it. If I take it off, it looks so bare. Like, ew, what is that? Like, I've gotten so used to having two that just looks good. So yeah. So this is the first tan. This is what we're looking like. This is the turquoise color. I know it's showing up on blue on camera for you, but I promise you it's not blue in real life. It's like a greenish, bluish color. So this has undertones of blue, so that's what the camera's picking up. Because I'm looking at the camera, and it's showing up as blue for you guys for some reason. But it's really like a light greenish blue color, this turquoise. So it's gonna be really interesting when I paint this hand and I compare it, since this is already showing up as blue. I wonder what this is gonna look like when you contrast it together. What are you saying? Thank you, Dennis. To me, I'm so glad that you enjoy what I'm doing on stream. Hey, Jesus is King. Thank you. You're beautiful as well. Just look at the world and you needed one of y'all. Thank you so much for your kind words. God bless you as well. Thank you, Tamia. Okay, there are a lot of rings, but they're a sleigh. Okay, nice. Thank you so much, your favorite YouTuber, for liking and subscribing. I do appreciate your support. Welcome to the community. You are welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. I hope you take a deep dive into my channel and enjoy the content that you see from me. Tamia said, such an amazing message, spreading the word of God. Yep. Okay. So guys, what are you planning on doing today? And I don't think anyone let me know yet on the live stream. Do you do like your own manicures at home, or do you go to the nail salon? Do you do both? I'm predominantly strictly like at home manicure type person. The only time I ever went more recently, I went to the nail salon last summer, and I only did a manicure at the nail salon because it was like really affordable to do it compared to US prices. And when I tell you, I did not like it at all. I did not like it at all. The only time I realistically see myself willingly going to like a nail salon and having them paying a lot of money for my nails and possibly getting acrylics again for the is when I go to like Japan and or Korea, because they do like nails really well there. Like they're like known for their nails, especially like their designs and like their acrylics in like Japan and Korea. So that's the only time I'll probably ever deviate from my natural nails for like maybe a few weeks, when I go to Japan and I get my nails done by those nail techs down there. Let's see. Hey, Julie, glad you love my nails. Okay, Tamia said, no, I can't really do my nails. Well, who knows, Tamia? Hopefully by watching this stream, it can motivate you to like start doing your own at-home manicures. Because it's honest, I find it to be fun. Oh, because your skin's too sensitive. Okay, I can understand that. I don't use eyebrow gel, Olivia. I'll take that as a compliment. Thank you so much. But I don't use eyebrow gel. This is all like natural. Like, you want me to prove it? It's all natural. So it's my eyebrows. Hey, Anar, how you doing? I disagree, Anar. I think everyone has their own personal style, and my mixed metals, Anar, is what I like, and it looks good to me. And ultimately, guys, as long as your fashion sense looks good to you, that's all that matters. But thanks for your opinions, Anar. I do appreciate it, but yeah, I disagree with that. Okay. This blue is definitely not as thick as the turquoise. I am seeing it. It's going on like a lot smoother and a lot faster with the nail polish and things like that. And this is the blue, guys. As I told you on camera, the turquoise, like the light green, it's appearing blue on camera for you guys, but in person is two different colors. So you'll probably see the full effect when you see my YouTube Shorts video that I generally post like Fridays and Saturdays. So even though it's appearing to be the same exact color on camera, I promise you it's completely different colors, guys. As I told you, the turquoise has undertones of blue and green, so I guess the camera's just picking up the blue instead of the green undertones of it. So, colors, the way colors work is very interesting, guys. How long did it even take me to do this hand? Like less than a minute? Look how fast. That was pretty fast. So this is the sky blue color. So it's looking like. And then this is the turquoise. Yeah, you can see it's different. They both look blue, but like this is a more of like a light blue, so it's picking up the turquoise, but this is the sky blue right here. So it's two different colors. We're gonna go in with like a second coat as well. What are you guys saying? Oh, thank you so much for your kind words, Olivia. Hey, Tamia said my school did a fun run and they had color paddle. Oh, that sounds really cool. It sounds like, what is it? Not Diwali, like that there's like an Indian holiday where they have like a lot of colors that they throw at people. So that sounds like that. That's cool. Okay, you came home looking like a unicorn rainbow. I do want to do that one year. Like my mom said, like, but I can't do it because like it's predominantly, like I said, there's like an Indian holiday, but there's also one like in the Caribbean / South American culture where people like throw colors at each other. But like I would throw colors on myself, but I can't go and do that and be an active participant because people who be in those crowds, they do the most unhinged things. So like I don't want to be in that crowd doing the most unhinged things, but I want to throw color on myself, if that makes sense. So that sounds fun because you'll come home looking like a rainbow, which is really cool. So maybe one day I'll just go and buy random powder from the store and I'll go on live for you guys / YouTube shorts, and you'll see Uniquely Mia looking like a rainbow or like color vomited on her. Just know I did that to myself. Hello, your favorite YouTuber. Love the emoji, sending it back to you. Hey Mobile, glad you could be here. I'm doing good. What's your name? Is that Anime? No, that's Amy. Welcome back. You're beautiful as well. Avengers, I can have nail polish, Fluffy said. Hello, Hamid, how are you doing today? Hey, Adnan, how are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Ow. Hello, Nikki, glad you're here. Hey, Christopher. Yes, Christopher, I am always doing my nails. Every Friday to Saturday, you can be sure that when you come on stream, you will see Uniquely Mia doing nails. Like, you see how long these natural nails are? Ignore the part that I bit off, but you see how long these natural nails are? They do not grow itself, guys, okay? A lot of work goes into growing these nails. A lot of work. That's why I refuse to cut it. A lot of work. The only way you'll ever see me with short nails is if I bite it off. Or if they break. But 9 times out of 10, I do not willingly cut my nails because these are natural. It takes a long time to grow. Hey, Dustin, how are you doing? Tamia said, let her cook. When her nails are done, they will look so pretty. Okay, nice. Hey, welcome, Brune. How are you doing today? Hey, Luna, you're beautiful as well. Glad you like my nails. I said, let her cook. Luna said, no. I thought about like the meme, the sound that's going around like viral now when you guys wrote that. You're pretty as well, Dustin. Thank you so much for your kind words. Anar said, you know, Tiffany jewelry, I think it would suit you. You really think so? Maybe one day when I get into that economic tax bracket, I could buy it. But you want to send me like PR? Feel free to send me like a Tiffany like ring or something. Or like have Tiffany reach out. We could do like a brand collaboration in our, like I do think Tiffany jewelry would look good on me as well. So yeah, honestly, I went into the Tiffany store and low-key their jewelry is not all that. I mean, I saw a Tiffany diamond. The Tiffany diamond was huge. If you want to see me and Tiffany in the Tiffany store, go to my YouTube homepage and watch my mom's birthday adventure video. We were walking around, we went to the Tiffany store, but like their jewelry's like, their diamond was like, the Tiffany diamond was something, but like their jewelry honestly was kind of like, wasn't all that. They did have a ring that I liked. It was literally a heart-shaped ring. I mean, I could get that made, but I did like the ring that they had. It was like one heart-shaped ring. But outside of that, it wasn't even all that. Paul said, instead of add me, It's connect me and I'm unfriending you. It's unconnecting you. Oh, okay, so that's the new slang words that's going around. Hey Ray, how are you doing today? Hey Sophie, hey Steve, hey your favorite YouTuber, love the smiley face, sending it back to you. Hey Elaine, how are you doing? Hey Russell, glad you're here. Hey, welcome, welcome. I'm from the United States, Sweeta. Where are you from? Luna said, guys, how can a human be that beautiful? Oh, you guys are so nice. What pink suit? You saw me in a pink suit, Dustin? Well, thank you. Glad you like my pink suit. The only pink suit that I know is my graduation. And I thought I put that video private. Oh, I know what you're talking about. I did put my graduation video private. You guys are talking about like my YouTube shorts. Okay, that's where you saw my pink suit. Thank you, Dustin. Because I know I put my graduation video private. Just for safety reasons. I'll unprivate it when I graduate from my current school that I'm at, guys. Again. I'll unprivate my undergrad graduation video for you guys so you guys can watch that if you want, but currently it's private. So when you go with the second coat, you do want to have like a little more polish on the brush because this is weird. The second coat gives you the pigment. Some people put 3 coats of nail polish. I used to be some people. Sometimes I still put 3 coats of nail polish, but when polish is very thick, you don't really need 3 coats. It's just gonna make it take longer to dry and risk the increased likelihood of like your nail polish bubbling. So 2 coats is generally the standard, and the second coat is where you're going in for the pigment. The first coat is where you're going in for the coverage of the nail polish. Okay. We're done with this. Okay. This is what it's looking like after 2 coats of the turquoise. Why is it showing up blue? I don't like that it's showing up blue. But this is just motivating you since it's not showing you the real color to go make sure that you're watching my YouTube shorts when that video drops. So now we have to do the second hand. Oh, yeah, you do see the 2 different colors. What am I even talking about? So you see it? It still look like a light blue, but it's green. What are you guys saying? Hey, welcome, kid of 7 years old. How are you doing today? You love my pink sweater. Oh, okay, thank you. I remembered what pink sweater you're talking about. Hello, Muhammad. How are you doing today? Why? Yeah, they updated Roblox Fall. When they did that update, I was on my iPad and like I was like, what is this blue app? I do not remember downloading a blue app, and I realized it's Roblox. So they changed their update. Thank you, Muhammad. Glad you love my glasses. Thank you. Glad you're kind. Your favorite YouTuber. This is definitely the place for you. Today's not the pool day. TWC. Luna said Roblox is blue because the hater died and his favorite color is blue. Rip to him. What are you guys saying? The next Roblox will be green. Now they just did the whole color swap. They could do the whole color to rainbow probably. Hey Vince, how are you doing? Hey Carrie, glad you're here today. Nice. Okay, your favorite YouTuber said. Hey Marie, how are you doing? Welcome everybody to the live stream. Uniquely Mia here. I'm so glad you guys are here. Please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel. You are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. All opinion, people, and ideas, as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. I have fashion videos, eat with me, technology videos, days of my life as a grad student, travel videos, and a lot more on my channel. So please consider liking the video and subscribing. I've been doing good, Marie. How are you doing today? okay. Paul said in 2026 Roblox will be green. Okay, possibly. Okay, you're leaving, Vince. All right, it's a pleasure having you on the live stream. I hope to see you in the next live stream, Vince, or in the comment section of one of my full nutritional YouTube videos. Thank you so much, 2014. Glad you like my eyebrows. Shout out to my genetics for that. Okay, let's do this hand. Let's see. I feel like this, I'm thinking, I don't know if I'll do a design, but if I don't do a design, I feel like this blue is definitely going to require 3 coats, just because for some reason this blue polish is very thin. And like, it's very thin in terms of the thinness, and when you paint it on your nails, it's not really given the full coverage that 2 coats should do like it did for the turquoise. But I feel like I might do a design. So if I do a design, I don't really care about that coverage, because the design is obviously going to cover what's not full coverage. Okay. One of my pet peeves that I don't like about short nails too, you can't really tell when it smudges, because this pinky finger is smudged, and I'm looking at them like, when did this smudge? I didn't feel it. However, when you have long nails, you feel everything. Like if I were to like, I did that, I felt that. With short nails, you don't feel anything, because there's like, your nails are short. It's not like hanging, so it's not connected to your nerves or anything to feel anything. That's why sometimes when you have long nails, I'll like pick up a notebook wrong, and that's gonna hurt really. It's gonna hurt a lot because it's the length. So this is what it's looking like. Okay, guys, I do like it. I do like it. I do like it. It's looking kind of bland though, so I have to think what design I'm gonna do, because I do the same basic designs just because I don't have, when I go to New York, I need to go to a beauty supply store because I could get like some design brushes. I don't have any design brushes at my school, but so I could do military print, I could do polka dot, or if I want to try and freestyle, I could do that, but freestyle, I don't know if I'll mess up a freestyle. So I don't know, I'm thinking white, like maybe some polka dots or something. I don't know. Does it really need a design? I don't know. It doesn't need it, but I'm a design person. I don't know. Maybe at least on the short fingers, do like a design for it. See how that looks? That'll be our starting point. Let's see. What are you guys saying? Paul said, Mia, please travel to the Czech. Where is that? Like the Czech Republic? I wish I could do request travel videos for you, but like I could do request travel videos. However, you would have to reach out to maybe like a company in your country, and like tell them about Uniquely Mia channel, and then have like them contact me so they could buy like the airline ticket, house, the facilities, things like that. So that would be, and we could post some content for them. 100% open into doing that. So like if any of you guys are on stream and you want Uniquely Mia to come and visit your country, just like reach out to a company that you really like and have them connect with Uniquely Mia, and all they'll need to provide is accommodations and 2 airline tickets for my mom, for myself, and we could come to your country, your island, wherever you're from, and make some content for you guys. We could do travel videos, adventure videos. We can do reviews about like, I don't know, amenities, things like that. John said, yeah, I finally found you, my little suitcase princess. How are you been? Suitcase princess. I'm unique with Mia, also known as Mia, but I've been doing good. John, how are you doing? Your favorite YouTuber said, oh, you gotta leave? Okay, it was a pleasure having you on the stream. I hope to see you in the next live stream or the comic section, my fully nutritional YouTube video. John said, time to come check my dorm and make sure I've been good. Okay. Hey, welcome, affectionate. Glad you're here. Glad you love my eyes and my nails. Hey, Ferdinand. I'm not doing moderators right now. Suitcase Princess is the best. Y'all see. Wait, what? My name is Unique Lamia, also known as Mia. Hey, Russell. Good morning. Good morning. Okay, you're trolling. Okay, thanks for clarifying. Hey, John. You'll behave. Enjoy your day. Have a great day as well, John. I do hope that you have an amazing day. Make sure to like the video. Consider subscribing and joining the channel. Do I need a design? It's very pigmented. I don't necessarily need a design. Polka dot. Thinking what to do. I don't want French tip. I already had French tip. I can only do polka dots, zigzags. I don't know what design to do, guys. I have glitter. Glitter would be a nice touch to it. I lost my glitter polish. All I have is regular pigmented polish. Let's see polka dot. Let's see how that's gonna come out. What are you guys saying? Welcome back, Russell. Did you do anything interesting from when I last saw you on the stream? So we're gonna do polka dots. Let's see how the polka dots looks like. Hey, welcome, welcome, Ishan. Yes, I do remember you. How's your day going today? Glad you could be here. Oh, yeah. Trying to get them perfect. Perfecto. That's what I'm trying to do. My polka dots are never symmetrical, so I'm trying to get them symmetrical today and evenly distributed. Bruh. Hey yo. Well, that didn't work out how I thought it was gonna work out, obviously. No. It looked like a mushroom. The polka dots aren't even like even. Polka dots aren't even, guys. I knew that was gonna happen. I didn't want that to happen. We have to make this into one polka dot. I don't like the effect when it looks like two polka dots are like touching each other. So this is just a really big polka dot that I made. It's okay. It's like, we're gonna, what do we think? What do we think? Is this a yay or a nay? I feel like this may be a nay, but we're just gonna do one finger design this week. I don't really like that, but I don't want to take it off and do it over again, so I'm not gonna do it on all fingers. What about rainbow polka dots? I never did that before. That'd be nice. How about we just do one hand design and one hand no design? That should be good, like, right? Like one hand, I'm gonna leave this hand blank, no design on this hand, and then we can do a design on this hand. Yeah, I think I like that. Each finger will have like a different polka dot, even though my polka dots are not symmetrical. So we'll see how that comes out. Let me read your comments. What are you guys saying? Do you like my thoughts or no? It's not intrusive thoughts. I'm asking you guys what you want me to do. Like, I'm talking to you. Nobody's leaving comments. I'm like telling you guys. I'm asking you what to do, but I'm phrasing it as a statement, which is really bad on my end. I should phrase it as a question. But I'm like, it's not really intrusive thought. I mean, it is, but it's intrusive thoughts to you guys. So I'm asking you what you think about that. Polka dots on each finger, but in different colors, and then leave this hand blank. What do you think about that? Yes, I do remember you. Hey Bob. Yes, like and subscribe, guys. Life said, what got you into streaming? You see, nobody's answered my question. Okay, so mix up polka dots. Thank you, Anthony. Okay, mix up the polka dot color. Okay, so I'll do that. Wait, when you say that, Anthony, do you mean like mix up the polka dot color on one finger? Or like do different polka dot colors on each finger? Like I did white on this hand. Should I do like pink on this hand, yellow on this hand? Or do you want me to do like white, pink, yellow on each finger? Do you mean like that, Anthony? Like how you want me to mix it? Okay, what's your question, Life Wit said, what got you into streaming and what keeps you motivated to keep doing it? What got me into streaming was I entered university 2020. So that was like around the COVID-19 era, like after COVID-19. I just know when I came to university, it was literally like a ghost town. It was shut down. It was crazy, right? So I know people are going viral like on TikTok and YouTube, making videos showing them what's it like to be like a COVID-19 student. So I'm like, let me hop on the trend and just see what's it like. And I kind of always wanted to make YouTube videos when I was younger, but like I never really asked my mom to make them, so it's not to say she don't let me make it, but like I never actually like tried to make them, if that makes sense. But it was always in the back of my head. So I'm like, I'm at university, let me make some videos. So, and you could go back and watch some of my earliest videos. I think my first YouTube video is uploaded on my channel now. Now that I see it, I did not know what I was doing. I recorded it wrong. So like my first YouTube video, it's vertical, it's not horizontal. So it's a lot of errors. You could see it though. So like I initially started my YouTube channel to show you guys what's it like to be a university student in COVID-19. So literally every 2 weeks, every 2 to 3 weeks, I was dropping like a week in my life as an undergrad student. And that's when I was an undergrad student at that time. This is what I do. Come with me at my job. Let's go to the mall together. Little videos like that. And then as I saw like, hey, I wasn't gaining traction, but I was doing that for literally like, because I've been on YouTube for like 5 years, but it's only really last year started to grow. I've been on YouTube 5 years making content, but I only grew last year. So last year, May, like it was the end of the semester, and I don't know, for some reason, I just looked at my YouTube channel and I'm like, you know what, I've been on YouTube for a while. Let me try and realistically grow. Because at that point in time, last May, I only had 100 subscribers. And I appreciated all 100 of my subscribers. But when you were doing something for like 4 years, 4 years, and you only have 100 people supporting you, you start to question, do you really know what you're doing? So last year, I was just motivated for some reason to try and grow my content. And I guess I knew I was doing more stuff in the summertime last year than what I traditionally did in the past. Because as an undergrad, I had summer classes. So I stayed on campus and it was literally just summer classes. But like I used to go like on little vacations, and anytime I made a vacation video, like going to Guyana, they would blow up. And I knew last summer I was going to Guyana, so I'm like, perhaps I'll blow up via my travel videos. It did work in a way. I gained a lot of subscribers from my Guyana videos, so shout out to that. That's really good. So yeah, that's what motivated me wanting to like try and actually see if I can grow my channel. And once I started growing last year over the summer, I realized, hey, YouTube has this live stream aspect. And my mom told me one time, why don't you try going live and see what it worked, what's it like? So my mom and I, we went live together and we really enjoyed like live streaming and speaking to you guys. And it opened like a new audience of people to speak to. And hence, that new audience of people to speak to translated into a new audience of supporters who subscribe to my channel. You guys got me monetized last year of November. So shout out to you guys. Thank you so much for that support. And once I hit that monetization, I'm like, I can't quit now. I'm not going to be like one of those people who get monetized and just quit and change up their whole like content niche. I refuse to let that be me. A lot of people do that on social media. I do not want that to be me ever. So yeah, that's what keeps me motivated, knowing that I have more than 1,000 supporters and individuals watching my content and who's enjoying my content. So like, hey, I'm not wasting my time doing this anymore. This is like a job now, and it's a fun job that I do. And there are supporters who want to see Uniquely Mia, who want to see Uniquely Mom, and things like that. So yeah, hopefully that answered your question. Life with Darnell, I know we went back in time a little bit, and we came back to modern times. So yeah, but I think I gave you a fully like comprehensive answer to your 2 questions: what got you into streaming and what keeps you motivated. So yeah, and if you're starting a new YouTube channel and you want to know what worked for me and you want to try to implement some of those techniques on your channel, no promise it's gonna work, but like it's not gonna hurt to try and implement it. Go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my YouTube tips playlist videos, and I do hope that like those videos help you out. Hey Do, how are you doing? Okay, Anthony said try one color, one finger with different colors. Okay, All right, I'll try that, Anthony. Can it fit here? Let me see if I can fit some more colors on this white finger that I did with polka dots. Hey, welcome, Darcy. How are you doing? Hey, Christina. How are you doing today? Glad you could be here. Hey, Mia. You was in my last live. Thank you so much for being in my last live. I'm glad you're here now. How are you doing? I'm doing good, Christina. How are you doing today? Hey, Dottie. Doing good. How are you doing? Kem said, hi, I need you for off voice. What's off voice? I don't know what that is. Hey, February. How are you doing today? Okay. I do not want the colors to touch. And a touch. Why did I say that? It's touching, guys. Low key, this pink color is not really shown with the green. I messed up my nails. I don't like this. Guys, we gotta try and fix this. This pink, when I put it on, one is touching the white polish, which I don't like. And the pink is showing up as like, it's shown as like a dark pink color. I keep putting too much polish on the brush and the polka dots are too thick. I don't like this. I feel like if I were to do I did just white and yellow in the turquoise, I think I would have liked it more. I think it's the pink that's throwing me off with this design, guys. Yeah. I'm trying to add more pink to make it look cohesive because right now the pink doesn't fit anywhere in here. Okay, at this point. This is what we're looking like. Yeah. You don't see the green anymore, honestly. You know what it's looking like? It's looking like, you know, like when you knit? When you like knit a blanket or something? Isn't it giving you that vibes for some reason? That's what I'm getting from it. From a distance, I don't hate it. I think I'll do it on the short finger, so I'll do it on this finger as well. Yeah, from a distance, I don't hate it. It's when I get too technical and I critically look at it, because from a distance, doesn't it look good? It looks okay from a distance. For me, though, when I like really inspect it, I don't like it. So even though it's different colors, I'm gonna do the same design on this short finger, so that way there's like some cohesion with this. Okay, what are you guys saying? Hey, February. Hey, Architect. Do you think solar power will be the main energy source for the future? Could it be regular electricity? Could it take over regular electricity? Solar power energy, I'm not really familiar with it, but based on what I do know about it, which is very basic knowledge, very minimal knowledge, people say that it's better than electricity, especially for like sustainable living, things like that, because it's powered by the sun. So I do think compared, and they said like regular electricity, doesn't it like use a lot of our natural resources, and like they're natural resources, you can't make more of it. So I do think when you look at it from that perspective, using solar energy, solar resources, it could be like a lot better than regular electricity. However, solar panels, things like that, they're really expensive. So I think the only way it can become more widespread and be used as like replace regular electricity is, one, if governments all over the world say we're paying for this, we're gonna like give businesses, give homeowners this stuff for free. One, that's the only way that can happen. Otherwise, they're gonna have to drop the price. Like drop the price of solar energy really, really low, so that way people in society find it to be more affordable, so they're gonna take the initiative to purchase it. So yeah, that's my take on like those questions, Architect. But maybe like if planet Earth exists in 100 years, 200 years, we gotta use if, because global warming, guys, yeah, I don't know if it's gonna exist, but you know what? I won't remember it. I'll probably be reincarnated, but I won't remember what it was like before. So if planet Earth still exists in 100 years, 200 years, 500 years from now, it could definitely, solar energy or even another type of sustainable living, if that's like the type of research that society wants to go in and take now, it can definitely become more widespread. But like in this lifestyle time, possibly not, unless you're somebody who's like, you know what, I want to live sustainable, I want to live off the land, and you're going to invest in like purchasing those stuff. Glad you're doing good, Dottie. Okay, Kem said I have a publicity voice. Okay, cool. Hey Antonio. Do you have music lessons at my school? Yeah, there's some music majors. If you're a music major, you can like take some music-based classes. Thank you, Antonio. Glad you like my nails. Hey, welcome. You're beautiful as well, the general. Thank you so much for your kind words. Hey, Dottie, welcome back. No, I would never get a nose piercing. An ears piercing is good enough for me. If my mom didn't pierce my ears when I was a baby, I would not volunteer to do that. Thank you, Dottie. Glad you like my nails. Glad you like my nails, Mia. Hey, Johnny. Hey, Heidi. Glad you like my nails. Hey, what's up, Muhammad? Glad you're here. Thoughts on flat Earth? The Earth's not flat, guys. We have come a long way. I know there's a lot of conspiracy theories where people are saying, you know what, we really didn't go to space, so we don't know if the Earth's flat. But I don't believe that the Earth is flat, guys. The Earth is round, okay? To my knowledge, I've never been to space, so I've never actually seen Earth. But like, based on academic scholars, and I've been on cruise ships, and I feel like when you're on a cruise ship, if the Earth was flat, you would have to sail off at one point in time, right? I mean, maybe I haven't been on the right cruise to see that, but I don't think the Earth's flat, guys. Hey, cats and Pokemon. How are you doing today? Can I see your nail polish? Yeah, so this is one hand, cats and Pokemon. Yeah, we're just gonna do one design today. This is like a turquoise color, but it's showing up to be blue on camera. You'll see the full effect of the color when I do a YouTube Shorts. And then this is the next hand. I'm gonna do the same exact design on the short fingers. So like it's similar but different. I wanted to do two different colors so that way I could get two content videos from like 1 day's of work, you can say, with a manicure video. I don't have a tattoo. I would never get a tattoo. I can't do it because I'm scared of needles. And high fashion models, 9 times out of 10, they don't have tattoos. However, in an alternate reality, and a different Uniquely Mia has a tattoo. She has Always and Forever tattooed across her wrists. Why Always and Forever? Because I'm obsessed with the originals. It's a vampire show. I'm obsessed with the originals, and all the family members, they always say always and forever to each other, like before anything bad happens, or like before the last episode, last scene. I'm not gonna spoil it for you guys, but I know it's so sad, but like they always say always and forever. So since I was little, I'm like, if I ever in an alternate reality, if I were to ever get a tattoo, I would get a tattoo across my wrist. It would probably hurt, but it would say always and forever. And then my second tattoo, I recently read a book and I love the book so much, and the author has yet to finish the book. It's the Fourth Wing series, if you guys haven't seen it. And I don't even know the quote yet, but like I would get that. It's something like it says something like a dragon without its rider is dead, a human without their dragon is dead, and a dragon without their rider is useless or something. It doesn't say useless, but it says something like that. That's another quote that I would get. That's from the Fourth Wing series because I really love the book. And then again, in an alternate reality, Uniquely Mia, a different Uniquely Mia, has another tattoo who's obsessed with Divergent. Trish Pryor has like the birds tattooed like across her like collarbone. Yeah, she has that as well. But I would never get a tattoo. I can't get a tattoo in my real life. I'm scared of needles. Okay, guys. My mom would low-key be like, what did you do to your skin? She'd be so upset probably. And yeah, if you want to become a high fashion model, possibly. I mean, obviously there's makeup to cover it up. You can't have a tattoo, but it's mostly the needle. I can't get past the needles. But those are the 3 tattoos. An alternate reality, a Uniquely Mia living in a different multiverse. Those are the tattoos that they have. But like, no, always and forever would be so cool though. I'm obsessed with the originals, guys. Like, I'm obsessed with the originals. You guys don't. You don't understand my obsession with the originals. You really don't. Hello, Johnny. You're pretty as well. Welcome back, Russell. Hey, cats and Pokemon. Yes, very spring colors, 100%. And the people, like my supporters, you guys chose the colors who were here, so I guess they wanted summer colors. What's up? What's up, Kay? Glad you're here. Elle said, do you think we are more advanced than in the past? Do we think we are more advanced than in the past? That's a great question. No, that's a great question. I don't know. And like, obviously the answer would be yes. Okay, when we're looking at technological advancements, the emergence of Wi-Fi, internet like that, 100%. But then we have to critically think, did Wi-Fi make the world a better place? Really? Did it make the world? Like it did, but like, did it? So it's a really hard question. Okay, it's not hard. Okay, so if we're looking at, and then we have to ask, how far in the past are we going? If we're going not that far back to like the 1600s with the transatlantic slave trade, 100% shout out, we are better in the future. Never would I ever go back to like the transatlantic slave trade era. So we have to be very careful when we are specifying what past are we referring to. Okay, guys, we have to be very careful. All right. So in that context, in the future, if we're comparing it to like you can say like the 14 to like even the late 1900s, we're better in modern society, 100%. Especially if you're a minority, you're much better here. And I'm a minority, so I'm better here. However, if we're looking at like those ancient civilizations, let's go back to like the when Alexander the Great was alive. Let's go back to ancient Egypt. Let's go back to like ancient Sudanian empires. Based on history books, I mean, obviously it favored the aristocrats. So if you weren't wealthy, I mean, life wasn't good for you. So I feel like as a majority, the future is the best it's gonna get. So yeah, as the majority, because the majority of people are not wealthy, guys. The majority of people aren't rich. Rich people are in the 1%, and it was the same way back in the day in ancient civilizations. So yeah, I think in the future, all things considering, the future is the best place to be. However, I think when we're looking at the emergence of architecture, fashion of like ancient cultures, jewelry of ancient cultures, it was much better back then. And like, just like I feel like the land, it was much better because like, I'm assuming there wasn't like as much global warming, no concerns about that, perhaps not the lack of technological development, a better planet Earth where the earth is actually appreciated, no deforestation, things like that. So there are pros and cons, but like all things considering, I do think the future is the best place to be because history is horrendous. But I would go back to ancient Egypt. I'm not gonna lie, as long as like I'm in a high position, give me a high priestess position. Yeah, what's the empress? You can't be an empress, like an emperor, one of those, like, yeah, somebody close to the royal family. I'll go back to ancient Egypt. I'll do that. Yeah. Loki, yeah, I'll do that. But all things considered, if I'm not going back to that era, I'm staying here in the future. Hey King, how are you doing? Cats and Pokemon said, I also would never get a tattoo. They're yeah, they're too permanent. Yeah, and too painful. Yeah, I do agree with that. Hey Russell. Do you scare about tattoos? Me? I'm scared about tattoos because of the needle. Like, so that's what I'm saying. Like, in an alternate reality, I would have a tattoo because the idea of it seems cool. However, they hurt. I don't want a needle in my skin. I'm not going to subject myself to that pain. Two, I have a lot of like multiple goals that I kind of want to achieve, and perhaps one day I'll achieve it. Low-key, I'm kind of old to achieve it now. But we'll see if it can happen. And one of the main goals is like, you can't have tattoos. It's preferred that you don't have tattoos, so I shouldn't have those tattoos. And yeah. My mom doesn't really like tattoos, so I wouldn't get a tattoo, but I'm just saying the idea of it, especially like that always and forever across my wrist, the Trish Pryor tattoo, and that other quote from like The Fourth Wing, those would be really cool to have. So, yeah. You're gonna get a rose tattoo on your neck. Okay, that sounds painful. Hopefully it's not too bad though. Like, I get fake tattoos. Like, I'll go to Walmart sometimes over the summer, Walmart, they sell fake tattoos, and I'll just put that on my skin. But yeah, the real ones. And your tattoo has to have meaning. Like my cousin, she has a tattoo, and it looked like a demon. She said it's a Monster High character, but it kind of looks like a demon. It's kind of scary to me. So you got to be careful with the images that you get. And you have to really know what they mean in a way, because I think sometimes people get tattoos for fun. Like, do you really know what it means? So you got to be careful. What it's looking like. Man, I'm so upset at myself that I bit off my nail. I knew I was upset as soon as I finished biting it off. It's gonna take forever to catch up, guys. All right, what are we saying? Kay said that's crazy because I'm actually... Oh, okay, nice. What tattoo are you gonna get for your birthday, Kay? Do your knuckles? Do my knuckles what, John? Hey, Magic. Magic said, which house do you think... Okay. Which house? Okay, realistically, low-key, I feel like I would be sorted into House Ravenclaw. Not saying because I know everything, but because Ravenclaws are always doing schoolwork. And I'm always doing schoolwork. So realistically, I feel like... And I took a test one time, like a Hogwarts test, and they told me I'll be Ravenclaw. So I feel like I would be a Ravenclaw, but I want to be a Slytherin. Like, put me in House Slytherin. I'll go with Draco Malfoy in House Slytherin. That's the only character I know from House Slytherin, but, like... I'll go in House Slytherin. I used to be Gryffindor when I was younger, but then when I grew up and I rewatched Harry Potter, I'm like, is Harry Potter actually, like, is Harry Potter actually all that? Like, is Gryffindor house actually all that? Like, is it? I don't think so. I don't think so. So yeah, for me, it's between Ravenclaw and House Slytherin I would go to. But the Sorting Hat, it will put me in Ravenclaw. Probably. Yeah, I can't go in house. I mean, yeah, I want to be Hufflepuff. I'll be House Ravenclaw. What about you? Hey, Freya. I'm doing good. Montana, how are you doing? What? John? I'm confused by that question. Kay said the world shall never know in response to that question. Hey, Magic. Magic said every one of us is so much more consciously self-aware than they were in the 1970s. Yeah, that's what I'm saying too. So that's what I'm saying. Like, the future is definitely the best place to be, because throughout history, no matter where you were in ancient civilizations, it wasn't, especially if you are a woman, a female, you didn't have as much rights as you have now, unless you were a queen. Or like married to like a high powered individual. So that's what I'm saying. The future is definitely the best place to be. However, when you look at ancient cultures, one thing that I do love about ancient civilizations is their architecture. They have really amazing architecture. Their fashion, love their fashion, and their jewelry. Their jewelry is always pretty cool. So yeah. And you guys may come mad and say, what about like 15th century Europe with the corsets? People say corsets aren't uncomfortable. I'll wear a corset. I want to wear a corset. Like, sure, I'll wear a corset. I don't care how uncomfortable they are. For some reason, I've just always been obsessed with, like, medieval fashion and corsets when I was young. So their fashion and, like, their jewelry and their architecture is just top tier to me compared to the future. Because they actually, like, put effort into what they wear when they go outside, people in those ancient cultures. Now, I be going outside in sweatpants and, like, all this stuff. Like, what are you doing? Why are you going outside looking like that? Like, what? So, yeah. But it's the best place to be as a female, the future, in modern-day America. Hello from Kenya. Hey, loves, how are you doing? Hey, Russell. Hey, Ishna. No, I'm not. I would never get a tongue piercing. permanent and painful looking for tattoos. Okay, Gats and Pokemon and Russell agree to that. Thank you, Darwish. I like you as well. Glad you're here. Make sure to like the video. Do consider subscribing. Okay, Kay said they're gonna, oh, your tattoo's gonna be for your brother who's passed away. Okay, so that's really nice. Like, that's honestly, yeah, that's like a good memorial. So it's like your brother's always gonna be with you then, to like always a reminder of your brother, like imagery for it. So yeah, that sounds like a very impactful tattoo, Kay, that you're gonna get, and very important and monumental. So that's very nice. I do like that message behind that. Hey, welcome, Nurture. How are you doing? Cat's Pokemon said it's your last day of work today. Okay, nice. You start your new job on Tuesday, so I have Monday off. Okay, that's really nice. I'm gonna go to breakfast with my friend before her flight. All right, have a great time at breakfast, Cats and Pokemon. Congratulations on your new job again. I hope to see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my full nutritional YouTube video. That sounds awesome. Hey, Do, how are you doing? Hey, Faith. Faith said, hey, Mia, just checked my third eye. The hat says you are Gryffindor. Sorry, Mia. Really? You could reject the sword and hat. Can't you? I don't know. I would still go to Hogwarts still. But like I said, I'm reading a new book series. Don't read the new book series. Wait till the series is complete, guys. The Fourth Wing series, the book is really good, but the ending of Onyx Storm, if you guys haven't seen it, if you haven't read the book, the ending, don't torture yourself, okay? The ending is like, you're just gonna end like this. And the author said she's not coming out with the fourth book until 2027. 2027. I have to wait a whole year for the book to come out, guys. Book 4. And I say that to say I would go. Like, I would still go to Hogwarts, but low-key, I want to go into the Fourth Wing universe now. I want to survive, okay, guys? Because just to get to the school, you have to do, like, a challenge. I'm not going to survive. I wouldn't. Would I still go? Yes, I would still go. Like, it has dragons in the book. You're right. You're, like, you get a dragon, okay? You get magic in the book, okay? There's wars. Wars aren't good, but in like fairy tale books, wars are good, okay, guys, even though wars aren't good. So yeah, if you guys want a new book series, don't torture yourself. Don't read the Fourth Wing series, because you'll be like me. The third book has finished, and like you have to wait a whole year, and there's going to be 5 books in the series. So that's how I found books. So now, if you guys see Uniquely Mia go home and she buys a physical copy of said books, even though I'm not going to read the physical copy since I already read the digital version, I buy books, a physical copy of books that I really like. So I really like that book, so I'm gonna buy the physical copy of the book. Low-key, I already have the book because my mom took me to a free TikTok, like pop-up truck, where they were giving out free books. So I already have the first book. So I just need to buy the 2 books. Hello. You appreciate biblical culture, Mark. Okay, cool. Hey, Cats and Pokemon. Corsets help. No, yeah, that's what I've heard. Corsets help with the posture, and then it helps to give you like a smaller waist. I mean, I don't really care for a smaller waist, but the posture would help. So I've seen corsets that they're selling online. I'm like, should I order one? But I've never really ordered one, but I'm gonna get one day. Legitimately. The reason why I haven't gotten one is because it's supposed to be like shapewear, and like I don't really need that. But like it's a corset, and I want a corset, so I'm gonna get one day, but I don't know when. Cat's Pokemon said, Eliza, I thought you were gonna be nice now. Yes, I thought you were gonna be nice now, Eliza. Hey, Mark, you're a historian and you appreciate the Victorian period. Okay, cool. You know, yeah. Okay, so once again, the Victorian period, medieval Europe, it only benefited you if you were an aristocrat. It was dirty for the common peasant, why did I say peasant? That's what they called them, guys. Okay, they called them peasant. We were peasants back then. Okay, I would be a peasant back then. All right? If I had the same economic status as I did now, I would be a peasant in medieval Europe, okay? Because I wasn't a queen. I wasn't related to the queen in any way, all right? Okay, guys? So that's what they called them, but it was dirty. The Black Death was present. Sickness was rampant, okay? So, yeah, just the idea of the aristocrat within medieval Europe was really good, okay? And the fashion for the aristocrat in medieval Europe was really good. But like everything else, I wouldn't time travel to that period in time. I wouldn't do that. I would take the fashion, but I wouldn't time travel to that point in time. Kay said Eliza chose violence today. Yes, they did. You're not in a good mood, Eliza, so why? You don't have to be mean. Why aren't you in a good mood? We could probably talk through it, make you see the bright side of the day. Kay said don't take it out on other people who ain't do nothing though. Hey AMGT, you can put on a song. It's not racist. Wait, what? Hey Dustin. Dustin said my favorite book to read is Tom Sawyer and Huckleberry Film. Okay, I've never read that book. But I've heard of the author, so don't read Fourth Wing. You will not like that book. Don't read it. It's not a book if you don't like fantasy. Okay, it's not a book if you don't like that. Cats and Pokemon said, sometimes I feel like lashing out to Eliza, but next time maybe let us know and we can help you feel better. 100%. Yes, Cats and Pokemon. I do like that phrasing of it. Hey, love, how are you doing? Eliza said, okay, you know what, you are right. I'm sorry for talking down on you, Mia. You weren't talking down on me, Eliza. You were just speaking down on yourself. So I accept your apology on behalf of yourself. So as Cats and Pokemon said, next time you feel bad, just like let's speak about it in the chat, because anytime you guys tune into this live stream, if you're having a bad day in the real world, I do hope that it's going to put a smile on your face, or we're able to chat through some of the challenges that you're experiencing. As I always say, I'm not a therapist, I'm not a licensed psychologist, so if you need professional help, you would call the number 988 or reach out to like a mental health provider and receive treatment for that. Hey, Christina. Christina said, I can't wait for the cookout and the baby shower. Okay, nice. How many days until the cookout and the baby shower, Christina? Hey, Corinne Grayson, how are you doing? What's my sign? I'm a Sagittarius. Is that what you're asking, my zodiac sign? Hey, Regina. Is that Regina or Reagan? R-E-G-I-N. That's Regina. Okay, hey. Liza said, you would be a peasant back then. I feel like everyone who's not in the 1% would be a peasant if we were to all transport to medieval Europe, guys. Everyone in my whole entire residence hall right now, we'd all be peasants back then. So it's not just me. I think corsets and waist trainers are the same thing, Fate. Because a corset, if you wear a real corset, they pull it. So yes, as Cats and Pokemon said, it helps with your height because you can't really slouch with a corset because it's gonna like dig into like your shoulders, and not your shoulders, like your underarms and stuff. That's gonna hurt. But when they pull this corset, they're pulling like on your waist, and it's like making your waist tiny. So it's both. Like corset's just another name. A waist trainer is the modern day of a corset. So a waist trainer is the more comfortable version of a corset. So that's what it is. Hey Harper, you're 8 years old and here to learn. Well, I'm so glad that you're here, Harper. You are more than welcome on the channel. You are welcome for your positivity and uniqueness. So make sure to like the video and subscribe to the channel. I have fashion videos, even me technology videos, days of my life as a grad student, and so much more. Hey Evan, how are you doing? I feel better. Finished work now. Okay, glad you feel better now. Hello, Terrifier. How are you doing today? Hey Logan. You're a Sagittarius too? Wow, your birthday is really close to Christmas. December 21st. Okay, cool. Lame, I'm a Cancer. Why is that lame, Kay? Hello, love. Your kindness is appreciated. I'm so glad that you like my kindness. Really appreciate that. Liza said, I'm having a bad day because you got into an argument with your boyfriend. Okay. I haven't told anyone this, but my boyfriend is kind of controlling and toxic. So why are you in that situation? Get out of that situation. Why would you ever do not subject yourself to be in a controlling and toxic environment, guys? Okay? Like, first red flag that you see, no matter how minor it is, you better get out of that situation as soon as possible. So that is uniquely Mia's advice to you. Reach out to your friends, reach out to your family members if you need help getting out of that situation. If you don't have friends or family members who you want to talk to, I mean, that's why we have 911, I guess, even though they may not have done anything to you that warrant the call of a 911. If you feel unsafe to get out of a situation and you don't have the support of your family members, relatives, use 911 and get out of that situation. I paint the nails with the designs last, because I kind of feel like the colors may smudge. I think putting top coat on is definitely my favorite part because it smooths everything out, and you're able to see your work all shiny and nice. All right, so this is this week's manicure set that we have going on. What do you guys think? Look at the shine. Very nice. I'm gonna post YouTube shorts too so you guys can see it. This is what it's looking like. Okay. What are you guys saying? Maybe I can find someone better. You shouldn't even be thinking about what, I can't even tell you what you could think. You could think whatever you want. But like, get out of the situation. Why are you thinking you could find someone better? First you need to get out. How about you think you could better yourself? Like, get out of that situation and then better yourself, because we can all improve as individuals. Like that. Hey Anthony. Anthony said, Liza, those are the best guys today. Save him forever. What? What do you don't? You guys are telling you're telling her don't leave a toxic environment. Guys, would you subject yourself to being in a toxic environment? Evan said, Eliza, that ain't worth it. Exactly. Even if he's hot. What? Edit said real. Evan said Eliza Anthony is an inkle. And like, oh, they like Andrew Tate. Oh wow. I didn't know that. And is single too. Eliza said Anthony as a black guy. You're saying the best guy to date is cute white boy. What are you guys? Evan said ignore Andrew. He said insult too. Eliza said yeah. Okay. What's happening? He wants you to date Dor. Hey Kem. Kem said real boys are real. Don't joke with that situation. Anthony said Eliza, I'm just trolling. I don't get into relationships, so I really have no advice. Eliza said, yeah, it's just so hard to find loyal guys these days. Anthony is single, Evan said. Eliza, that's just desperate, bro. Eliza said, why can't guys just be attractive and nice? Evan said, I hate desperate women. The Connells said, what's an 8-ball? I don't know what that is. Eliza said they're not desperate. Anthony said, OMG, your nails are pretty. Thank you, Anthony. Glad you like my nails. Yeah, I do. Now that it's all together, I kind of do like it. This is so throwing me off. Like, what is this? Like, hello. How tired. At least with this way, we're seeing my nails really do grow, because like you can really see the full extent of my nails. Before, when all my nails were the same length, we weren't seeing that it was growing. At least I wasn't seeing that my nails were actually growing until it's short. So I do like it now that like it's all together. So I'll do like a YouTube shorts for you guys, post it, so you guys are really gonna be able to see like the difference in the colors, because I know you're not getting the full effect of this full color on live stream. Being single equals painful. Why would being single be painful? I don't agree with that assessment, Kem. Hey, welcome. How are you doing? Hey there, Sugar Walls. What? You guys come for really unique usernames. Nicknames. Cats and Pokemon said, corsets have steel. Wow, steel boning. Waist trainers have soft plastic. plastic or something. No bloating, corsets can literally change. Yeah, I've heard that too. I've heard that. So yeah, I guess since I am in modern day, what I'll have to start wearing then, since I want a corset so bad, is probably a waist trainer. So that'll probably give me the effect that I'm feeling that I'm wearing a corset, but less painful and less medical concerns, you could say. Evan said chem being single can also be a blessing. Eliza said, I'm just a sweet soft girl, I want love. David said, I'm back. Welcome back, David. Kem said, Evan said chem, so you would rather be in a relationship and unhappy than single any day. Kem said, don't call 911. Faith said, Eliza, why do you troll if you do sweet? David said, I'm having dinner, eating a cheeseburger. So good. Okay, nice. What type of cheeseburger? Well, you said a cheese. Wait, no, you said a burger. What type of burger is it? Like a cheeseburger, a turkey burger, a chicken burger, a frog? No, a frog burger is not real. A vegetarian burger, things like that. Evan said, I know, right, Mia? They want her to stay in a toxic relationship. Yeah, do not stay in a toxic relationship. Why would you subject yourself to toxicity? Like, did you grow up in a toxic environment? I mean, if you grew up in a toxic environment, I'm so sorry you experienced that. Do not go in a toxic relationship. But particularly if you didn't grow up in a toxic environment, why are you putting yourself in a toxic relationship? Like, don't do that. Hey, Finn. Steel Over Kitchen said, where's King of the What? I'm not sure. I think they're at school, Steel Over Kitchen. Hey, David. David said, can to do your nails? I can. Oh my gosh, you came in so late, David. I'm sorry. David, I know you wanted to provide a suggestion so bad. You know what I'm gonna do for you, David? So if you don't know, guys, David really wants to provide a nail suggestion. And I always tell them, come in my Friday live streams. And I'll do their nail suggestion. And I just finished my nails. So David, this is what I'm gonna do. Write your nail suggestion in the chat right now. Write your nail suggestion in the comment section. I'll take a screenshot of it. And then next Friday when I do my nails, I'll do your suggestion. And this is a special exception I'm making for you, David, just because I know you have been in the comment section of my YouTube shorts, of my full nutritional YouTube videos, literally like begging to choose my nail design. And I told you to come in a Friday live stream and you could do my nail design, and you're here today. So it's not your fault. You're here today, but like I already did my nails. So David, write your suggestion, like the color polish you want me to use and like the potential design. And if I have that next Friday, I'm gonna take a screenshot, and next Friday, I'll do your design. So that way, if you're on stream or off stream, you can always rewatch the live stream. So if you do that in this stream, David, then on next Friday, I'll do your design. If you don't write that, if you don't write your suggestions down, then next Friday, I guess I won't do your design. So yeah, but I'm glad you're here now, David. Hey, Evan. Evan said, ooh, the blue nails look nice. I want the same color. Well, thank you. My nail, I don't gatekeep it. They're not sponsoring me to say this or tell you guys the brand, but like, it's cheap. It's like a $2 from Walmart for this nail polish. So it's the LA Colors gel that I get. And they say it's gel, but you don't need a UV light to dry it. So that's pretty nice. UV lights aren't good. This is the blue that I've used. So I got it from Walmart, LA Colors. This doesn't have a numbering on it, but it's just LA Colors gel polish. And it has extreme shine. And I think it was like $1.98, $2. Hey, Eliza, you don't troll anymore? Okay, nice. David said, Mia, I asked you to please forgive me for leaving you. I'm completely forgot. No need, no forgiveness needed. We are all working individuals. So sometimes you're just individuals living, and sometimes you'll be out there off stream, off of YouTube, doing some amazing things in the real world. So no need to apologize when you guys are never on a live stream. If you ever miss a live stream, that's why I'm so happy YouTube like records them, so you guys are able to rewatch the live. Eliza said, I'm just a cute, innocent girl. Evan said, Eliza, you were never a troll. Eliza said, yes, I wasn't. Okay. Hey, Anthony. Eliza said, why you call yourself cute dog? No wonder men disrespect you. Men can see weakness. You guys, that's not, I don't agree with that assessment. I don't know. I don't know if I should elaborate on why I don't agree. It probably won't, because that's gonna take really long for me to elaborate. I disagree. Yeah. That's crazy to say to me. That's crazy. I don't agree with that assessment. Men disrespect you because men can see weakness? No. I think men disrespect women because, one, it mostly relates to the way they grew up. How were you raised in your household? What did you see? Two, if you grew up in a negative environment where like your mother or your female guardian was disrespected, as an adult, why didn't you take the initiative to learn from that mistake and figure out why that's wrong? Three, men feel like they're better than women sometimes. Sometimes it can come from a patriarchal standpoint, and sometimes it comes from a societal standpoint. Their socialization, the people they're around, what they believe in. They sometimes, I'm not saying all men, I don't know all men in the world, but sometimes some men genuinely probably feel that they're better than women. And when they feel better than women, they feel comfortable disrespecting women. And as I said, their lived environments, what did they grow up witnessing in their household and as an adult? Because like, yes, your childhood experience is a factor. Yes, trauma is a factor. But once you reach a certain age, you could take the initiative to do stuff to better yourself if you experience this trauma. So there's no excuse, in my opinion, for men or female to disrespect another individual. Who are you to disrespect this individual? That's crazy in my opinion. So yeah, that's why I say there's no reason for men or women to disrespect anybody, but just relating it back to the comment that I see that no wonder men disrespect you, men can see weakness. I don't agree with that. I don't think it has to be with weakness. Like biologically, females are weaker than men. So if you want to take it back to medieval Europe, since I know we were talking about medieval Europe and some public administration knowledge that I learned, even though the semester is over with, one of the value system that was prominent in medieval Europe, and when I say it was in the value system, it was prevalent among people in societies and at the highest level of government in medieval Europe, particularly, it was a concept of chivalry. You know what chivalry is? When we look at Knights of the Round Table, King Arthur, like the strong, back then the strong were the men protecting the weak, the concept of chivalry, things like that. Men holding the doors for women. Chivalry is all around medieval Europe, but like, you could relate it back to that comment saying, so what I saw one supporter said, no wonder men disrespect you because you're viewed as weak. However, in the concept of chivalry, in medieval Europe, men had to protect women because they were seen as weak and they didn't disrespect them that way. So yeah, it could apply to females as well. So this can flip and say the same thing for females too. But yeah, that comment was, I didn't agree with that. So yeah. Hey, Alistair. Okay. Liza said, Mia, I don't want to break up with my boyfriend because he has pretty blue eyes, fluffy blonde hair, and he's attractive. Well, you know what? I mean, there's other people who look like that, okay? I'm sure there's other people who look like that, Eliza. So, it sounds like you like the look. You don't really like the boyfriend. So break up with the boyfriend and find another look who looks like that, who treats you better, Eliza. Okay. Hey, Callie. Fate said, come to me, Eliza, I'm all dark chocolate. Hey, Tobias said, do you have a black down jacket? What's a black down jacket? I have a black jacket, but I don't have a black down jacket. Cats and Pokemon said, I believe it's democratic and acne. Okay, that means I don't find joy in romantic relationship. Oh, I've heard people like that. Yeah, I've heard that before. Now that you explained what it means. That means I don't, and your mental health is most important, Eliza, so remember that. But Cat's Pokemon said, that means that they don't find joy in romantic relationships, and I don't like physical intimacy. I thought I hated all my exes. But I found that I just don't like relationships. Okay, and you know what? That's valid. Like I said, I'm an observer, and everyone in my life, guys, who I've observed who has been in a romantic relationship, it gives them nothing but stress. It gives them nothing but stress. It doesn't seem worth it at all to me. It doesn't seem worth it at all. Okay, guys, so they gotta wait. We have to ask this person, do we want to do this? We gotta make sure if we're gonna do this without this person, we have to phrase it in a way so that they don't feel offended. I'm just kind of like narrating what I've heard. I'm not pointing fingers. I'm not gonna tell you who I've heard that from, but just some observations that I've seen from people close to me in romantic relationships. Like, what? You're a grown adult. Why you gotta ask this person what to do? Why you can't just do what you want to do when you want to do it? Like, you have the money to do it. Like, what's happening here? So, yeah, it's not. I do agree with that, Katsumokimon. Based on the people around me who have been in romantic relationships, benefit doesn't. The stress that you're enduring doesn't really see the benefit for me. So, yeah, or for them particularly, yeah. Hey, Liza. Hey, Anthony. Liza said, once you go black, you never go back. Hey, Callie, how are you doing? Will you marry me? No, I will not, Callie, but I can definitely become your friend. So make sure to like the video, subscribe, and join the Unique Limia community, and you can hop onto streams like this where we're having chat videos. I also have technology videos, fashion videos, eat with me, travel videos, and a lot more on my channel. How you feel to be black? Love being black. Would not choose another race over being black. Never in my life would I do that. Hey, Kem. Kem said there is no toxic relationship. If you know what you want, make good choices, guys. Yeah, I agree with that. Yes, yeah, that makes sense. Kay said being black is low-key fun. I wouldn't know, Cam. You have only ever been black in my life. But yeah, like I would never change my race. I know some people ask that question to like people on the and they upload those videos. Would you change your race to be a different race? No, I mean obviously there's a specific demographics. You may have more privilege, so things may be a little easier for you guys. That specific demographic. You don't have high expectations or a need to achieve all that you have to achieve just because of your race. But I wouldn't change not being black. I would never do that, at least for me. Evan said, Eliza, I recently went vanilla men too. Wait, what are we talking about? Oh my gosh, you guys are having a side conversation. Okay. David said, thank you so much. That made my day. So happy. Okay, so your next, let me take a screenshot of it, David. Okay, I took a screenshot. So you said your next suggestion would be pink, white nails, pink and white nails, okay, with pink and blue hearts. That sounds cute. If I go, okay, I'll see if I can get a nail design brush because I need a nail design brush for the hearts. I'll try and do it. Thanks for your recommendation, David. So stay tuned for next Friday and see if I can do the hearts in that design. Hey, Evan. Evan said, I wish I had, okay, wait, what is happening? I do not know what you guys are saying now. Okay, yes, Tamia, what's your question? Hey, Kim. Tamia said, do you like any food that are controversial? Do I like controversial food? But I think the food that I eat, I mean, I eat food that, like, you guys would know of. I'm assuming most people who are on the stream are either from a Western culture or not even a Western culture. I know I have some people not. Well, yeah, I'm assuming most people on the stream are from a Western culture or 9 times out of 10, the food that I speak about, if you're not from the Caribbean or if you're not from South America, you don't know the food that I'm speaking about. So I don't think I have controversial foods. I think the food that I eat sometimes and the food that I may like, you guys may find controversial because you don't like it. Like pumpkin, okra, things like that. Chicken feet, like chicken foot. I eat chicken foot a lot. I guess chicken foot could be a controversial one. Like, you know, the chicken foot, like with the 3 things pointing out, 3 feet. I eat that. Like if my mom makes like soup and she put chicken foot in it, I'll eat it. But that's like a South American thing. So I guess Americans eat. Wait, no, do Americans eat chicken foot? Chicken foot is good though. I haven't had that in a while now that I think about it. She should make that when I go home. I feel like that stream would get a lot of views. So yeah. Okay, for me it's burger and sauce. lately. Tomatoes to Mia. That's controversial. Okay. Sounds pretty normal to me, but okay, okay. Hey Marcel. Thank you. You're sending good vibes back to you. What is happening? Hello, King of 302. Hey, BKLA. Hey Billy. Hey Larson. What are you guys saying? Hey Evan. Hey David. David said, I'm sorry. I meant my suggestion, white nails. Wait, what? Okay, you have a second suggestion. Okay. I'll take a screenshot of it. White nails with light, I'm assuming that's pink, and light blue hearts. Okay. Yeah, I need a different brush to do design. So I'll see if I could buy that by next week Friday, David, to do the heart design. Hey Amid. Fate said, Eliza, stop dating sassy guys. I'm sorry. Hey Tony. Anthony said, it's a Sagittarius thing. We love our freedom and we don't like you're supposed to do this and do that. Oh, that's what you're saying. So that's why that's why you say what I said about seeing people in relationships is not really worth it. Because people are supposed to tell you what to do. Yeah. I mean, the only person to tell me what to do is my mom. And sometimes I don't even like her telling me what to do, but I gotta listen, I guess. So I guess, yeah. I feel like Sagittarius, the zodiacs, do get the personalities correct in a way. Hey Faith, how are you doing? Zip said, hey Zip. Hey Ari, how are you doing? Cats and Pokemon said, how old are y'all? Turning in these comments. Y'all sound too grown. Faith said, Eliza, how old are you, if I may ask? Anthony said, at Zip ever. Wait, what are you talking about? Bye, Russell. It was a pleasure speaking to you. Hopefully I see you in the next live stream or the comic section of my Flow Nutritional YouTube video. Oh, you're 16, Eliza. Yeah, so if you're 16, why are you stressing? You should be focusing on your school, Eliza. I'm assuming you are in high school. So yes, forget about that. As I always say, I don't think I've ever said this before, but as I will start saying, when you guys are coming to me for relationship advice, I'm like Phoebe Halliwell, the relationship advice columnist for you guys. We can add that under my belt. Have you guys ever seen Charmed? That's one of Phoebe Halliwell's jobs. That's like her real job towards the end of Charmed. She gives relationship advice to people. My relationship advice to you guys, specifically Eliza, my relationship advice to you right now, forget about your boyfriend, okay? Forget about your boyfriend. It sounds like it's a toxic environment for your mental health, okay? You're 16. Focus on your education. Your boyfriend can leave you. You know it's never going to leave you your degrees, okay? You know it's never going to leave me my degrees, okay? Your friends are going to leave you. Your boyfriend's going to leave you. Sometimes your parents may leave you. You know what's never going to leave you? You know what nobody can ever take away from you? Your degrees, okay? So forget about that, okay, Eliza? Focus on your schoolwork. You're 16. Average age to graduate was average age to graduate 17, 18. I was 18 when I graduated. So yeah, high school. But anyway, not about me. It's about you. Focus on your degrees. Get into a good university if that's what you want to pursue, and get your degrees there, okay? And then you said it sounds like you have a type. Particularly, that type is known to be going into the world of finance, most likely. So maybe major in finance. And then you'll see your type at your real corporate job. And they'll have more monetary income. So you get the looks and you get the income. So do that, Eliza, all right? And you'll be good. Evan said at Fate. Yeah, I was 17 when I graduated high school. Yeah. Evan said, I live in Asia area. Okay, and Bengali women are an embarrassment. Axel desperate. Okay. Okay, said Evan, did a whole background check on Eliza. Thank you so much for the roses and the flowers, King Grayson, sending it back to you. David said, if you don't have a nail brush, can you please do pink, then half an inch white, and then pink, then half. Yeah, I'll try and do that, David. Rhyme to the Wind said, would you like to say anything about the recent conflicts in India and Pakistan? War is terrible. War is inedible. You guys know what I mean. Inevitable. I do hope, since the war is happening, that it can be ended really quickly and that people stay safe. The civilians who didn't volunteer into the war, had no say in starting said war, can stay safe. Because it's not the regular people who start wars 9 times out of 10. It's the people in power who start the wars. Like, hey guys. Can you please search up right now, my dad? I don't have my laptop near me, David Hamilton, so I can't search up your dad's name right now. Evan said, Eliza. Okay, you're Amelia. Okay. But you're on your dad's account. All right, thank you so much for letting me know. Amelia, your name. Cool name, by the way. Kay said, cats and Pokemon. To be honest, I feel like you're a little older than me, possibly. Evan said, weird, I only... Okay. Hey, welcome, Amids. How are you doing? Hey, Sammy, God bless you as well. Glad you're here. How's your recovery going? Hey, Hats, how are you doing? Hey, Siska. Wait, what's happening? Eliza said, Evan, that wasn't very nice. Eliza said, is it because I'm Bengali and you're Pakistan, so you don't like me? Pakistani, so you don't like me? I have nothing against y'all. Eliza said, I have Pakistani friends and their families. Me, bro. Faith said, I need a scissor in my life. John said, y'all just be so, you know, I'm taking... Wait, what? He's saying, hey, welcome, Maya, how are you doing? Don't listen to SZA, she is godless, he said. Fate said, Eliza, I'm grown, yes. Sammy said, I'm really trying to tell people and Ranch Pit. Wait, what? About my neck. Oh. Yes, Sammy. I do hope that your recovery is going well. I do know that you have tuned into previous live streams to let us know that you were severely injured. I'm glad you are well enough now to be on the stream and to be typing. I'm assuming you're typing and things like that. So sending the positive vibes to you, Sammy, aiding in your recovery. Hopefully you heal up and that you're going to be safe soon. Where's my Ziploc bag? I need to find out later. Gotta pack that. I don't know where it's gonna fit though. I'll probably have to carry this outside when I move out because, I mean, I could put it in my suitcase, but I don't want to open my suitcase. We'll see. Why is it doesn't want to tell you? I'm doing good, Maya. How are you doing today? There is young people and old people. Amelia said, thank you for calling my name. Cool. My dad calls me Millie. Oh, that's really sweet. For short, and my mom calls me Jennifer Hamilton. And if you can remember, you can call me Millie. Yes, I'll try to remember, Amelia, from now on. If you can remember, that would be great. Yeah, I'm definitely gonna try to remember. So yeah, it's like Tamia. They have a different username. They want me to call them Tamia. So yeah, I'll associate David Hamilton with Amelia from now on. How's your day going? Hey, Ruben, how are you doing? Hello, Haidza, how are you doing? Hey, Haidza. Eliza said, Evan, I feel like you want to know a lot about me. Evan, how old are you? Thank you. Glad you like my glasses. Nanu. Kay said a bob is crazy. Eli said, how old are you, Evan? Thank you. Glad you like my nails. I just did it in the stream. If you want to see like the whole process, you can always rewind the live stream. I tend to do my nails on Friday, so stay tuned for next Friday. I'm going to implement Amelia's design for my nail design. Hey, Evan. Hey, Mobile. Evan said, okay. As the glory of God's conceal a matter in the honor of kings and queens to seek out the answer. That essentially means I'm not telling you my age. If you want to know my age, like the video, subscribe to the channel, go to my YouTube homepage and click playlist. And if you and watch my Washington, D.C. birthday adventure videos, trust me, if you pay attention, my age shall be disclosed to you. Fate said it's crazy, Mia, but here in Nigeria. Oh my God, what? That's disgusting, really? Oh my gosh. Really? Fate said in Nigeria, girls married at the age of 13. I'm so glad I'm an American. That is crazy. What? Wow. Yeah, I do agree. That's crazy and disgusting. And I bet you they're not marrying a 15-year-olds. Like, what? That's crazy. How's that legal? Like, what? Wow, that's insane. Wow. Anthony said we marry young and marrying white isn't in our culture. Wait, you guys discriminate against race? Okay, that's what I'm seeing happening in the chat. Okay, so that's why this big conversation is happening. I didn't know what was happening, but I just read that. Okay. What's happening? Evan said Bengali men have money and are sweet. Just stick to your own face. Oh, race. Okay. Eliza said, I can find an attractive Bengali guys. Hey, Callie, how are you doing? Pray for the Pope. Don't we have a new Pope? Or the world has a new Pope for Catholics or something? Hey, Eliza. Yes, I'm still on Stream Mobile. Eliza said, I mean, my parents would make me be with a Bengali anyway, so. So you're from Bengali? Or, Eliza, where are you from? Eliza? What country? Thank you. Glad you like my rings. Evan said, Eliza, I don't know who told you you're hot, but Evan, Cat's Pokemon said, Evan and Anthony, you guys always redirect the chat. No, like, it's a crazy comment because I don't know what's happening. Like, Eliza asked for relationship advice and I gave her the advice, and now I'm just reading through some of these comments, Cats and Pokemon, and I'm like, what is happening? Like, I'm confused. Half the time with these comments I'm going through, I'm confused. I don't know what's happening. So I'm just reading the same as you and trying to figure out, say stuff that makes sense to me and responding to those, because half of the time I don't know what's happening. Mobile said, now you remember me. Yes, I do remember you, Mobile. How are you doing today? Amelia said, I'm so sorry, but I gotta go. It was great joining your live stream. Wow, it's 7:32 p.m. in Scotland. Okay. But I hope you have an amazing day as well. Yes, and it's okay if you won't be able to tune in on next Friday, but I'm gonna try and do your nail design, Amelia. Okay, so if you can't tune in next Friday on the live stream, make sure you can rewatch the stream next Friday, and you can watch the YouTube shorts. But I remember the pink, the white background with like the blue hearts you want. So I'm gonna try and do that next week. Eliza said, Mobile, meet a lot of people. Anthony said at Fate, my ex-girlfriend is Peruvian. Okay, she first got married. Oh my God. No, that's what I'm saying, guys. Western culture, and when I say Western cultures, I'm not saying it's to diss third world countries and things like that, but Western cultures, I'm glad I'm from a Western culture, because we have laws that have to be followed. Hence comes with the development of security, technological advancements, and third world countries like the United States, the UK, Singapore, places like that, guys. Like, with technology comes representation, and comes 9 times out of 10 comes the ability to freedom of speech. China's a little different though. Like they have a lot of greater freedom of speech in China. But like 9 times out of 10 with Western cultures, especially the United States, man, that stuff, I mean, it can happen, but like people can get in trouble after a few years. But like I'm reading this, like fates out of Nigeria, people are getting married at 13. And then Anthony said their girlfriend was like from Peru, I think, and she first got married at 14. Like I don't know a lot about those cultures, but I'm fairly confident they're not like a first westernized first world country if that stuff is happening. That's crazy. Like what? So say whatever you want to say about a first world country, but like I'm happy I'm from a first world country, because at least in America we have the ability, in terms First Amendment right, ability to freedom of speech. Hence with a first world country, developed country, westernized country, guys, we have security, we have technology, we have the mass access to mass media, which is good for access to mass media, because if people are made aware of like these horrific things that are happening, that's not okay. Like what? That's crazy. So I do hope Faith, Nigeria, Anthony in Peru, I hope that like if you guys are in those countries now, if you're from those countries, I hope your government continues to develop as a society and things like that, to implement laws and more security measures to protect these individuals, these young children. That's crazy. That's insane. And like you said, she was 14 and her ex-husband was 24. So it's not even to say that like it's not even to say like a 14-year-old is marrying like a 15 or 16-year-old. And like that's like, I don't know, that's like really inappropriate, kind of like perverted behavior. And then you guys may caveat and say, what about a female who's like in her 30s and she marries somebody who's like in their 50s? I mean, that's still a large age gap, but like your brain fully develops when you like mid to late 20s. So but like 14-year-olds, your brain is still developing. Like my brain is still developing. I guess an indicator to my age for you guys. My brain is still developing. Like I see a whole bunch of different stories. Like my brain is fully developed. Like it's not fully developed. It's close to being fully developed. But like according to my age, my biological age, my brain is still developing. And I'm a grad student. So like stuff like that is, you can't be, that's crazy. Like wow. I do hope your government is going to continue to advance though, and the people continue to make their voices to be heard, and that like new laws and policies are passed, because that's crazy. Wow. You're beautiful as well, Delta. Mela said I might not be able to Friday because you have dancing. Oh, nice. Have fun at dancing. You get home at 7. I'm not sure what time I'll start the stream. You know what I'll do, Amelia, since it seems like you want to watch that stream next Friday when I go live, I'll post an announcement like on my post saying I'm going live at this particular time today on Friday. I should have done that today, but like I didn't really know I was going to do my manicure in this stream until I actually sat down, but I'll do that next Friday. I'll post a time where like I'm going to go live, so that way hopefully you're able to join. So to make sure you are aware of that time, make sure you're subscribed and that your post notifications are on so you're able to join. No, exactly. When I was 13 too, Cats, like I was still playing with dolls, I think too. At least I was playing with my old dolls, because after a certain age, my mom, she stopped buying dolls for me, but I had old ones, so I would still like do their hair and stuff. So that's crazy. Hey, Glenn. Evan said Eliza isn't listening. Okay. Hey, Flip. Happy Friday to you as well. Hey, Delta. How are you doing today? Do I ever braid my hair? No, Flip. I don't be braiding my hair. I really don't. I don't braid my hair, guys. Really? Go check out some of my fully nutritional YouTube videos, Flip, to answer that question. I'm directing you to go check out some of my fully nutritional YouTube videos to figure out if I ever braid my hair, or some of my previous live streams. Fate said, yeah, I'm really mostly in the northern part of Nigeria. It's because of poverty and ignorance. Okay. Hey Tomby. And that's again why, like, not to say it's because of poverty and ignorance, I'm not gonna respond to that, but you spoke about that related to your own country, your own culture, so I have nothing to say about that. I'm not from Nigeria. But I will say just my response to that, saying, you know what? This is why being a feminist is so important. And being a feminist isn't like a race. It isn't like that. But that's why if you're a female, I strongly believe, this is my opinion, but I believe if you are a female, if you're a female who likes to be at home, a stay-at-home female, if you're working and a female who likes to be out in the real world working, this is why I believe females need to be outspoken. We need to be outspoken. We need to be opinionated. We need to be feminist in terms of constantly advancing our society, providing recommendations. In the future, I do hope perhaps maybe I'll be in a position where I'm able to provide like a policy recommendation or make decisions that's gonna impact females. I'm still a student, I'm still a grad student predominantly, so the way I'm being a feminist and trying to make a difference in the world, particularly for females, is by coming onto these live streams and speaking about the importance of gender equality, speaking about the importance of racial equality, speaking about the importance of equality in general and how it relates back to my studies, because that's what my channel is all about. But when you hear stories like this, like what Fate said, and like I think it was Anthony, what they said about like people marrying young and poverty and things like this, when child marriages occur, relating it back to history, guys, it was a business move, okay? It was a business move, okay? So like, once again, medieval Europe, since we were speaking about that earlier, one of the main reasons why, even at a young age, I was always like, when I look back in my earliest memory, I was always obsessed with like medieval Europe. And you can ask my mom, but like anytime people would ask me, would you travel back to medieval Europe when I was like 10 years old, 13 years old, 9 years old? I always said no. You know why I said no? Because I knew I would probably be married off if I'm transported back in that time, because that's when people were married off. They waited till the female had their first menstrual cycle and they're like, you're a woman now, you could be married off and have children. So, and they often did that, one, because it was a patriarchal society, men led the society. And not to say men do stuff like that, but like, if a 24-year-old is marrying a 14-year-old, there are some men who like doing that stuff. But like, it was a patriarchal society, and 9 times out of 10, people were impoverished. They were poor. They needed money, and to get money, to get more food, to get more shillings, if they had daughters, and a man who was like even wealthier than them by $1 or a shilling or whatever, they had an animal that this family needed to survive, and the man was like, I want your daughter. What did they do? They gave their daughter because they had no choice. They probably had other children they needed to provide for. So this is why, speaking about gender equality, guys, females being opinionated is important in society. So if you are a young girl, if you are a male watching this stream, if you are a grown woman watching this stream, guys, if you or if your aspirations in life is to be a stay-at-home person, because there are people like that who go to school with their aspirations to be a stay-at-home person. I'm not one of those people, but there are people like that who get the degree and they don't really categorize themselves as a feminist because they want to live a lifestyle where like the man provides everything. You do you. I'm not judging. You do you. If that's your aspirations, live your life if you achieve that goal and you're happy with that. However, we do have to realize that, you know what? If you are in a position where you're able to be vocal as a female, as a man, to advocate for female rights and gender equality, do it. Do it. Because women gaining power, positions of power that men has, it's not going to diminish the patriarchy. It's really not. The patriarchy is embedded in planet Earth, guys, okay? So I feel like sometimes men, not speaking about you guys, but in general, throughout my studies and like videos that I've seen, other videos I've streamed, 9 times out of 10, one of the main reasons why men always attack feminists or say a whole bunch of negative stuff about gender equality and females advancing is because low-key, they feel threatened by females gaining positions of power. Your position isn't going to be threatened as a man, okay? It's really not when females get positions of power, because your patriarchy is embedded in planet Earth. The reason why, one of the main reasons why feminists exist and why we advocate for gender equality is to prevent horrific things like child marriages and things like that from happening. So we can, like, I always try to relate back everything that you guys say, because I learned that. I didn't know that still happened. So thank you, Fate. Thank you, Anthony, for educating me about child marriages still existing, because, like, I didn't really, like, you kind of knew it existed, but you didn't know it existed, if it makes sense. So because of that discussion that you guys brought up, I was able to relate it back to my education, and I do hope, challenge from Unique Lamia, if you're a man, if you're a woman, please be outspoken, please be opinionated, and try to obtain positions where you can make a difference in society. And it doesn't necessarily have to be positions of legal power, legal authority. You can make a difference and advocate for things in a lot of different ways. So yeah. So my part in this moment of time is by telling you guys to do that while I'm on live stream and in my full interest in YouTube videos and relating it back to my education and things like that. No smoke alarm sound. No, I mean, I have one, but I would hope it wouldn't go off because I'm in my room. I don't want my smoke alarm to go off. What do you guys say? I don't like black men. Color isn't an issue for me. Fate said black men are dominant. That's what I mean. Sammy said, BC2 complete, quadruple. Ooh, wait, you're on a ventilated apartment. So hard. Well, if you need more medicine, is there like a button? Press it. Get all the medicine that you can, Sammy, and I'm sending positive vibes for you. Hopefully, I am hoping that you're healing up soon and that your recovery is going to go smoothly. Hey, John. John said, if you want to go to your favorite place, I guess we can go to Chuck E. Cheese. You're talking to me? My favorite place was Chuck E. Cheese when I was like, I used to love Chuck E. Cheese so much. When I was younger, my mom used to have all my birthday parties there, and then one year we randomly stopped having them. You gotta ask her why. I don't know why. Just know one year we didn't go to Chuck E. Cheese for my birthday. That was so sad. I thought we were going. They used to have really good cake, and then Chuck E. Cheese low-key got boring. I went there for my nephew's birthday, so I'm glad we stopped going. But Chuck E. Cheese was fun. Hey, Evan. Evan said I saw a bunch of arid men desperate for a white woman. Again, what's happening? Thank you. Glad you love my rings, Lynn. Fate said we grow up fast in third world countries. Mia, impossible because we gotta survive. I'll put another take too. I've been to it, like, Guyana is labeled as a third world country, so your experience totally valid, Fate. I did not know that. So yeah, you matured early. But based on what I've noticed, like, visiting third world countries, particularly Guyana, that's what it's labeled as, a third world country. And the only reason why Guyana is, when we say third world countries, I do not mean to say that people in third world countries are not educated. That is totally false. People in third world countries, low-key, I'm scared to go again, take a test with somebody from a third world country. That's how smart they are. Like, sometimes I'll need a calculator to do this calculation because it's going to take me really hard to do it by hand. They can do it without the calculator, okay? So when we think about third world countries, we're not thinking about people who are unintelligent. That is totally not true. When we think about third world countries, we're saying in terms of their money doesn't hold a lot. It doesn't have like a lot of weight when you try to trade it. So like an American dollar in Guyana is probably worth like what, $200, 200 Guyana dollars, and with 200 Guyana dollars you can get something to drink, things like that. You can get maybe like a snack and something to drink if you spend the money efficiently. So that's what I'm saying. The money, if you were to trade a Guyana dollar, $100 bill in Guyana in the US, you're probably gonna get what, like, I don't know, 25 cents for it. So that's what I say, the weight of the money doesn't hold well in third world countries. And then their government isn't like, I don't want to say their government's not advanced. I've heard a lot of stories, people saying the government's corrupting Guyana. But like, yeah, that's the best way to describe it. The government's low-key corrupting Guyana. So that's what you mean when you think about a third world country. Not really a lot of accountability, not a lot of weight, things like that. It's still, the culture isn't patriarchal, but it's patriarchal in a way in Guyana a little bit. What was I saying? I had a good response to it. I forgot. Okay, so yeah. So to respond into Fate, they said, we grew up fast in third world countries, Mia. It's impossible because you gotta survive. So yeah, I'm just giving you a different take. That's a really interesting take on that fate. I never thought about that, but yeah, I do think for some people, it's like that. Particularly though, when you look about, at least for me, the people who I had, the locals who I've spoken to in Guyana, at least my family. When I say locals, 9 times out of 10 it's my mom's family members. So I guess they're my family members as well. When I speak to them, the children, they're really mature. Like they're the kids down there. Oh my gosh, like they speak so clear. They'll be walking to the store by themselves. They're very, I don't want to say advanced, but like it's like you're talking to like an adult, but they're in a kid's body. And I don't want to say it's because they do that because they have to survive. I say they do that because their parents give them a lot of independence. Like they walk to school by themselves, they're going to the store by themselves, they're doing stuff by themselves. Like it's a very communal society in Guyana. It's not really like an individualistic society. Everyone like knows each other 9 times out of 10. It's a very communal society, so kids are able to have free range and go where they want to go. So in terms of the survival, I will say yes. Some people do what they have to do to survive, but 9 times out of 10, at least my family members in Ghana that I've been around, that's like the most I can speak about. It's always like, I feel like when I read into that comment, Fate, where you said it's impossible because you got to survive, I think it's impossible. When you use the word survive, I'm assuming you're using it in terms of like the monetary sense, where kids grow up fast because they have to get a job early in life because they got to get money, they got to help support the family. I do agree with that, and I do see replicas of that in like my South American family members who are from Guyana, who I've like interacted with. I do see parallels to that, but at the same time, I don't. I don't see that because like everyone has money, in my opinion. So like when my mom and my family members, when we go to Guyana from America, our American dollar, yes, it has more weight. So 9 times out of 10, some of the family members see us as having more money than them, and they're more prone to access for stuff. So but like it's not like they're impoverished. It's not like, at least from what I've noticed, there are some people who are severely impoverished. So that's why I like to like, my mom, she likes to make goodie bags, sometimes go to orphanage or just do like community service individuals. But at least my family members that I've been around, they're not like severely impoverished. They're not severely impoverished. Their kids, they don't necessarily have to work, if that makes sense. They have money to survive. They have money to do stuff that they want to do. So I do agree that some people from third world countries, you got to grow up fast. You got to get a job to survive. You have to do whatever you got to do to survive. But at least some of the family members that I've spoken to, it's not like that. I guess they're not the upper middle class, but like they're like the low income to upper middle class of the Guyanese people, you can say, because it's not like they have to do this to survive. So I think it's parallels wherever you go, because we can say the same thing about people in the United States, I feel like. Obviously not diminishing your experience. I'm not speaking to Fate directly, but I'm just saying, using it as an example too. Like in America, we have the severely low income people in America who need help, who need donations, who need a work to survive. And then we have the people in America who's like low income, but like, they still have money to do what they have to pay their bills. They still have money to do fun stuff that they want to do. And then there's like different levels of it. So yeah, so my take on the third world country with the different levels, I guess I was speaking it, telling you guys a different take from like a low to upper middle class level. They're not upper middle class. I mean, a low income to like the boundary line of a middle class level. So yeah, I just want to say that because when we think about third world countries, I know my channel is all about gaining cross-cultural experiences and learning from each other. So I'm so glad that you shared your experience, Fate. Like that was definitely your experience. You telling me that is like definitely a new experience, a new take of third world countries that I never really, I don't really know about before. Like you knew about it, but like you didn't really like fully comprehend it. So you writing that comment, Fate, it really allowed me to like comprehend that experience for you. So I hope by me telling you what I've witnessed and like some of my family members in South America gives you like a different perspective. I do think light needs to be shed, because I know in a previous stream when I said, do you guys know what a third world country is? One of my supporters, they were like, a third world country is people who are not intelligent. I had to stop that really quick because that's not true. So yeah. Yeah, as my mom likes to describe it, they're Rick poor in Guyana. They're Rick poor. I guess they're rich poor is what she's trying to say, I feel like. It's like you're rich, but you're poor. Like you have money to do what you want to do, but when you spend it out, then you're really poor. Eliza said, I'm only 16 and still doing my education. Yes, focus on your degree. Hey, Dan. Hey, Flip. Okay. Hey, Gracie. Faith said USA got wealthy off of industrialization. Yep, during the Industrial Revolution. Yep. At a large scale, and their top management for natural resources. Right, Nigeria has natural resources. No, that's what I'm saying too. It depends on how, and it depends what the government is doing, and if the government is like, yeah, if the government is knowledgeable to enter into a valid like a deal where the people and the country will be benefiting from. Because like the same can be said about Guyana. My mom told me a few years ago they found oil, and oil. When you think about like Dubai, Saudi Arabia, they have oil. That's why they're rich, because they have oil. So as Faith said, in Nigeria, you have a lot of natural resources and industries, but your country is still poor. Because like you said, Faith, because of the management. What is your government doing? Is your government getting the money, but are they keeping the money and spending it on themselves? Is the government getting the money, but they're just not distributing it to the people and reinvesting into the country? So it all relates back to the government. So you need to have a good government and good people in power who's going to do stuff to, one, who's knowledgeable to enter into a valid contract with a foreign nation, so like the foreign nation isn't ripping them off, and two, so that when the money comes back into the country, it's actually going to the people, it's actually going to build infrastructure and reinvest into the country. Because if you could have all the natural resources in the world, if you're not like entering into a valid agreement, reinvesting into your country, what is that going to do? It's not going to do nothing. I forgot the term of it. I forgot the name of it. There was a phenomenon. I learned about in psychology and I forgot about it. So I'll tell you about the phenomena. You guys may know about the name when I tell you the definition. But there's like a phenomenon known in psychology, or concept in psychology, that exists. And it's not even psychology because it happens today. So it's like cultures. Let's say Nigeria or Guyana. It's gonna, okay, let's say Guyana. I'm not gonna use Nigeria because I don't know about Nigeria. I'll use Guyana. Let's say Guyana. There's like a high performing student, Guyanese student, went through like elementary school, I think it's primary school down there, secondary school is like their middle school before they get to high school, college, I think. So let's say they went through primary school, they went through secondary school, right? A student from Guyana, high performing student, top grades. That student really wants to go to law school. Let's use law school. That student really wants to go to law school or medical school. The country can like invest in that student, send that student to America. If that student gets into Harvard, let's say that student gets into Harvard in America, right? That student is going to get into Harvard. The country of Guyana is going to say, we're going to pay for your Harvard education as long as you agree to come back to Guyana and work for Guyana and like teach us what you learned at Harvard, so that way we can develop our country, we can develop like our legal system, we can develop our medical system, and so that way people are going to be traveling to us so we can get like the tourism money and develop our country. The student, they agree, but no formal contract was signed. You know what's going to happen to that student? And it really happens in real life. That student's going to come to America. That student's going to go to Harvard. They're going to make friends in America. They're going to make friends at Harvard University. They're going to get job offers. And the Guyanese government, they're not going to be able to match that job offer. So you know what the student's going to do? They're going to stay in America. They're going to get that high-paying job in America. They're going to make all that money. And they're going to industrialize America. And when I say industrialize America, yes, America is paying that student to be here based on their high-performing salary. However, that student may be a really good researcher. That student can maybe find the cure to cancer one day, let's say. Who's going to benefit off that? The country of America, because that's where the student works. Because the student didn't go back to their home country, and the student didn't find a cure for cancer in their country. Guyana's not going to get credit for that. Nobody's going to know who Guyana is now. So you know what's happening. Do you know who Central C is? Like that rapper, that British rapper? Central C, who knew he was from Guyana? But I guess his dad's from Guyana. He went to the Met Gala the other day. I think it was on, Saturday, Friday. He went to the Met Gala, and you know what he did? He wore the Guyanese pin. So now, after Central C, the famous British rapper known worldwide, after he wore the Guyanese pin to the Met Gala, you go on TikTok, you go on YouTube, all the Guyanese people are like, Look at Central C. He wore the pin. He's representing Guyana. You know, that's so good. That's so good. People are saying. People are now going to research Guyana. Tourism is going to come into Guyana. It's going to be good for the economy. It's going to be good for everything. So, and I heard a lot of controversy. Prior to Central C doing that, the Guyanese people did not claim him. They were like, who are you? You're not Guyanese, because he looks white, Central C. So, yeah, so, like, what he did, what Central C did was good, because, like, they're right. Now people are gonna go to Guyana. Like I'm all over TikTok now, and guys, I see a whole bunch of Caucasian people doing a whole bunch of awesome stuff in Guyana that I want to do, but like I never knew you could do that. And you know who's partnering with them? All the local companies. So like low key, why aren't the companies partnering with me? Why? Because I'm not Caucasian. Like, why are they not sponsoring my mom and myself to go on some safari trips in Guyana? Like, why are they not doing that? They sponsoring the Caucasian people to do that. But anyway, that's despite the fact. So the fact of the matter is that like when people obtain like high positions where they're able to like make a difference in society and pursue education or just bring representation on a country like Nigeria, Grenada, Guyana, Trinidad, Tobago, things like that, less developed countries, it really takes like image. Like you need to show like image, if that makes sense, for change to be made. So yeah, hopefully that I know that was a long response, but I hope you guys got something from that. Like I know my response was valid, but I kind of got confused with what I was responding to as I kept talking. But you guys, I'm sure you guys got the gifs of it, hopefully. Otherwise, I just wasted my time saying a whole bunch of random stuff for no reason. And this is just all my opinions. That term, that phenomenon that I told you about like the student coming to America, staying to America, it happens. I don't know if it actually happened in Guyana. That was just an example. But like it does happen. Sometimes students from a country abroad, they'll come to America, get their education with the intended purpose of going back to their country to develop their country and the country's education system. But the competitive salaries of America, I don't blame the students. Like you get more money here than you get in your home country, so I don't blame them. But like it's really sad because that was an opportunity for you to like make your country like a little better. So yeah, what do you guys say? Let's see if we get to the bottom of these comments. Fate said, God didn't only bless America, but America used it well. I guess, yeah, after the Industrial Revolution, it was mostly after World War II, honestly. World War II, wars are good. Wars aren't good. Wars are good for the country that's funding the weapons for said war, okay? Because World War II, I think America was given, like, they were making a lot of stuff that was used in World War II in Europe that was sold to Europe, so that's how they got all the money. So that's how wars are good in the sense it's good for economies, you could say. The economy that's, like, not the economy where the war is happening. Like, World War II, it was bad for the European economy. Like, if you watch my video about tariffs, that's why after World War II, America, they didn't have tariffs on Europe because their economy was so bad in Europe. After World War II, guys, the American economy, it literally made up like 40% of the world's GDP, gross domestic product. That over 40% after World War II. That's how much money and power America had. But like we wanted to be nice, so we didn't charge them tariffs. And then now we're bringing back tariffs, so it's bringing a whole bunch of controversy. But yeah, that's what happened. And their money's worth more than us now. But yeah. Hey Eliza. Okay. How old am I? It's the glory of God to conceal a matter, and the honor of kings and queens to seek out the answer. That essentially means I'm not telling you my age. If you want to know my age, like the video, subscribe to the channel, and go to my YouTube homepage, click playlist, and watch my Washington, D.C. birthday adventure videos. Hey, Braga, how are you doing today? So they're 16, okay. Alright, you guys were talking a lot while I was talking too. Okay, we having side conversations. Nice. Love to see the side conversations. Means you guys are interacting. Hey, Car, how are you doing? Hey, Roger. Hey, Tina. Hey, Siska. Hey, David. Hey, Amelia. My mom and I are just want to let you know Hi, I'm Amelia's mom. I just want to let you know Amelia's so happy that you finally got to do her nail suggestion. Oh, it's so sweet. After she came to your live, she came running to me up and down. Oh, I'm really happy to hear that. Nice to meet you, Amelia's mom. I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. Yeah, I'm definitely going to do her nail suggestion next Friday. So, yeah, so definitely have her, like, make sure she watches the YouTube shorts or the pre-recorded or the live stream recording if she's not able to watch like the live stream in person. But yeah, she told me she wants like a white background with hearts. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna try and implement it next week. Glad it made her happy. It's really sweet. Hey Evan. And yeah, she was so happy. Okay, you need to go. All right, sis. Well, have a great rest of your day. Let's see. Desperation is dangerous. Pokemon said, you guys are still talking. I'm kind of like skipping over Evan and Amelia's comments. Like, I know you guys are having like a side conversation. Hey, Richard. Hey, Julie. How are you doing today? Hey, Dyke. How are you doing? Hey, Movie. You look like a very smart individual. Thank you so much for your kind words. You're smart as well. Gerald said, if beauty was a crime, you'd be doing time. But I'm busy every day. That's funny. Just be to shine. Oh, that's very sweet. I mean, you guys are poets. Write a poetry book. I'll buy your book of poetry. You walk like a prayer answered in style. Grace is your step. And charm is your smile. I like that. That's nice. Okay, we got some poets in the stream. Love it, love it, love it. Yes, Anne Marie, how are you doing today? Glad you're here. Kumar said, give you 1,000 super chats, Singapore Punjabi song. Welcome, welcome. Hello, Kaden. I appreciate all viewers that are on my stream, no matter what the number is. So welcome, welcome, everybody. Hey, Asher, how are you doing today? Faith said, I got the good gifs, Mia. Thank you for enlightening me too. My pleasure. Okay, what are we saying? Wait, Evan said my relationship with mods is like vampire to sunlight. So they don't sell all my, oh, okay. Are you a trans activist? I wouldn't consider myself to be an activist of anything except for feminism because I'm a female. But like, I don't judge you. You live your life how you want to live your life. I don't think people should judge you for what you want to believe in as long as you're not hurting nobody. So all opinion, people, and ideas are welcome on this channel as long as we communicate to each other in a kind and respectful way. Yeah. Wait, Evan said, isn't there a fourth? I've heard that. I've heard there's a fourth industrial revolution in terms of technology. So when we look at the industrial revolution, Evan, and everyone else on the stream, the first industrial revolution, like the official, I don't have my history books in front of me. I'm just throwing stuff around. But based on what I remember through high school history and like American history I have to take in undergrad, isn't a lot. So don't take what I'm saying as fact. But based on my memory, I'm fairly confident I'll be like 70 to 80% right with what I'm saying. Maybe 50% right. But I think the first industrial revolution, it happened around World War II or World War I. So the first industrial revolution, after slavery, around that era, when the war happened, they needed to make like, all the men went to war. So women, they created clothes, they created like weapons, and they was sold to like Europe and the countries that were going to war. So when we're looking at modern society, and then after like the official industrial revolution where like the war was prominent, we've had other industrial revolutions, but like we didn't have to go to war for it. So relating it to Evan's comment, they said the fourth industrial revolution, I think that's related to technology. Because we're like, at least in Western cultures, and I'm assuming cultures abroad, is definitely becoming more technological advanced. We're speaking about like the technology industrial revolution, emergence of AI technology, things like that, because AI technology is a very relatively new technology, at least a new technology that was released to the public based on the articles I've read. So yeah, that's what I'm speaking about, Evan, when we speak about the fourth industrial revolution. We don't always, to have a revolution, you don't necessarily always need war. I mean, definition of a revolution, you kind of do need to like disrupt something. But I guess we're more so, at least Western cultures, you're more so a peaceful society now. In terms of, when we say peaceful, we mean like you can't just go and like unalive somebody in the middle of the street without facing consequences like that. Hey, Anne-Marie, welcome back. Hey, welcome, Christina. Hey, Owen. Hey, NFAH. Cats and Pokemon said, I was talking about my previous comment about the government corruption in Haiti. The people are desperate and causing them, wow, to turn to crime. Yeah, no, I've heard that a lot. Like, even when I was young, I kind of low-key heard people speaking about that. So honestly, I haven't done any research into what's happening in Haiti, cats and Pokemon. So unfortunately, that's a topic that like I really can't speak about because I haven't done any research into that, and I've never really been in a situation like that. Like, I know I said Ghana is kind of labeled as a good third world country because their government's kind of low-key corrupt, but it's like not, that's just what I've heard. And if it is corrupt, it's not corrupt to that extreme as like Haiti. So I'm not really able to speak about that, cats and Pokemon. But thank you for telling me about that. I did not know that. Maybe I'll go do some research some other time about that topic. Hey, Bill. Hey, Young. How are you doing? Hey, 2.0. Welcome back. Hey, Mia. You have to do your homework. Homework is important. Never apologize for doing homework. Hey, welcome. Regina, how are you doing? Hey, Paul, how are you doing? Bill said, what are your views on the India-Pakistan war? I don't have any views about that except to say that war is bad. War is never the answer. If we can have peace, peaceful negotiation. Instead of going to fight, why don't the two leaders who issued the war, why don't they go have a debate? Like, go have a nationalized debate, like the presidential debate, instead of going to war. Like, why are they volunteering people's lives to do that? That's crazy for war. Also, I do hope the people who are the civilians who had no say in starting the war, guys, because civilians, we don't have a say in starting a war. Relating it back to, like, yeah, I'm not gonna go relate it back to that, what I said earlier, but, like, yeah, civilians don't have a say in starting a war, so I do hope the civilians who had no say in starting a war can be safe and can remain safe. That's my views on that war. 2.0 said I voted yellow, but that blue looks good. Oh, you like the blue? Oh, yeah. Thank you. Thanks. Yeah, the blue does look good. Next week, I'm going to do, like, white with pink hearts, so stay tuned for that. But, yeah, the blue's nice. I'm going to do, like, a YouTube short. And now that it's dried, you can definitely see the difference in the colors. So this is, like, the turquoise. It has, like, greenish blue undertones. And then this is the sky blue color that, is like this. You're eating popcorn? Okay, nice. I do like popcorn, but like I prefer nachos and cheese, honestly. Popcorn is good. Especially if you get movie theater popcorn, but like the nacho cheese. So good. It's so very good, guys. Fate said, fun fact, okay, Lagos, Nigeria has the highest number, wow, in millionaires in the US. Wow, did not know. That's really cool. Shout out to Nigerians then. That's very cool. Most of them do. Oh, they do Forex trading. Okay, so that's why you said you want to get into Forex trading, Faith. Okay. Very cool, very cool. 2.0 said, okay, you're not talking to me. You guys having a side conversation. Nobody wins a war. I don't want you guys to say I'm disagreeing with everything you guys are saying. Oh my god. Oh, I'm sorry, guys. I don't disagree with you, but like, okay, this is just my opinion. I don't think that's true. Okay, no, 2.0, I think you're right, but I think you're not right. I agree to disagree with you. This is what I agree with you. I agree with you that nobody wins a war because on both sides, when war occurs, people die. Nobody wins a war when people die. That's terrible. Nobody wins a war when you send soldiers out there to die and the person who started the war doesn't want to go and fight their own war. Okay? It's not like medieval times where the emperor, the king, he had to be out in the front fighting the war. Otherwise, his soldiers wouldn't follow him. That's low-key. Yeah, that's what used to happen back then. The king, they were out there too. Otherwise, the soldier's not fighting. You're not going to fight for me. I'm not fighting for you. In modern day society, not even in America, abroad in modern day, they're sending soldiers to do that. The people, the president, whoever, they're not going to fight the war. They're just ordering people to fight the war. So I agree with that. That war, nobody wins a war. in that terms with the people who die. I disagree in saying, obviously there's a country that's going to win. Why do you think, not to make it a religious argument, but it's the most comprehensible, but why do you think religions became dominant in certain cultures sometimes? Roman Empire, perfect example. Why do you think Christianity dominated the Roman Empire, and the Christian people in Rome, they no longer believe in their multiple gods. They had multiple gods before, what is it, Catholicism or whatever, it became popular. So it wasn't peaceful, the conversion to Christianity and the emergence of the belief of one God. Okay, guys? So people do win wars. Religious wars have occurred, the Crusades. That's why Christianity is a part of like almost every culture. People know what Christianity is, even if you don't believe in it. There was the Crusades. That was a religious war that people died, people lost, so nobody won on that end. However, there was a winner of that war. So yeah, so I do think countries, religions can win wars, but like the sad part is the part where nobody wins is where people die. Evan said, remember the Afghan situation? I was probably a baby. I don't remember that, guys. I don't. Yeah, I guess I just told you my age close to it at least. Like, yeah, I didn't really learn about that in school, honestly, much. Except for like 9/11. That was the extent to me. They're teaching me that in school. Cats and Pokemon said, what is Forex trading, by the way? Faith, you still here? I think you're the best person to answer that. I think it's kind of like, what is it? Like the trading that happens on Wall Street. I think it's similar, but I think Faith can give you a better answer. Hey, Bill. Come on, say the obvious. What do you mean? Evan said, yep, I had an Indian friend who's currently blocked because, wow, she came onto your chat and started fighting with me about the whole situation. Wow. Hey, Geraldo. And hey, Anthony. The one that lost, the most people lose, yeah. I don't think it's the most people. It's just any loss of life is sad and it's just a loss. So yeah. Okay, Fate said Cats Pokemon Forex trading is for foreign exchange. It's just trading one currency against another, the market, up and down. Okay, cool. Thank you. Glad you like my glasses. 2.0 said, can they invest in extremely difficult and realistic video game? Oh, you want them to make like a realistic video game about going to war? No, like, and have like, that's a good idea. Like if two countries dispute and the country like, I want to go to war, like the presidents or the soldiers, they pull out some video games and whoever wins the video game is the, yes, I like that. And that would be like futuristic ideas. Okay, will it happen in our lifetime? Maybe not, but like a futuristic idea. I read a book like that one time. But low-key, the video game, I read a book like that. I forgot the name of the book, but I read a book like that. It was similar to your idea 2.0, but like they tricked it. They tricked like the cadets. That's what they called the soldiers, like the new initiates. They tricked the cadets in the book. So the cadets thought that they were playing a video game, but they were really like actually like destroying a different planet. It was a science fiction book, okay? The Earth planet that was going against like Mars or like some random, no, who's knocking on the door? Some random planet was going against Mars or Venus, but I read a book like that. So that would be a good idea, but low-key, I feel like from that book, they would find a way to twist it and make it seem like the cadets are playing a video game when they're actually like in a room, but they have weapons that's actually gonna unalive real people. But that's a good idea 2.0. I like that idea. Evan said, people are so dumb. She's in uni and they're asking her age like she's gonna be 60 in college. Hey, Virtue War. Hey, P. How are you doing, P? Glad you could be here. Yeah, I think Eliza's gone or she got a little quiet. Evan. Which state am I from? I'm from New York. Where are you from, Bill? 2.0 said, if there's a book like that, I need to find. I don't remember. I'm gonna try. Honestly, I read so many books. I probably lost it. What was the book? I think I read it last year. I'm gonna try and find it. No promises 2.0 because I really don't think I'll find the title, but I'm gonna try and find it. But I remember there was a scenario in the book. It was literally your idea. Like they were training the cadets, and they were training the cadets, and the cadets thought they were going through a simulation, a training simulation, but like they literally destroyed a planet. So it was a good book too. I forgot the name though. It was like a one book series, so that's why like when I read books, I don't really reread books unless I really like the series. So that's why I don't remember the title. But I'll try and find. I'll go through my iPad and see if I can find the title again, and if I can find, I'll share with you. But you could probably Google it. Just Google, because Google it off. It probably won't give you this direct book, but it'll probably give you a list, and you might find something. But Google like a book about like teen soldiers recruit is science fiction, okay guys? Like I read books about like young adults sometimes, like people in their 20s like doing like amazing stuff, okay guys? That's what I read. So just Google like a young adult book about like soldiers recruited to fight a war against an alien planet, and in a simulation where they thought they were training, they actually kill like a whole planet of individuals, alien species. So Google that in Google, type that in Google 2.0, and book names or the book itself might come up. Because sometimes when I really want to reread a book, but I don't remember the title, that's what I do. In my book that I wanted to reread, it comes up again. But that's like the basis of the plot a little bit. Hey Sophie, how are you doing today? Hey Skype. Yes, these are my nails. I'm gonna post a YouTube short so you guys can see my nails up close and things like that. But everyone on the stream is getting like a behind the scenes of my nails. So shout out if you are a returning support. If you've been here for a while, really appreciate the support. If you are a new viewer here, hi, I'm Uniquely Mia, also known as Mia. I am a dual degree grad student studying public administration and criminal justice, and you are welcome on the channel for your positivity and uniqueness. So please consider liking the video, subscribing to the channel, and joining the community. I have fashion videos, you and me, technology videos, days in life as a grad student, and so much more on the channel. Is New York the best city in the world? I haven't been to all the cities in the world. I went to Paris. Like, I didn't like, the people were kind of mean to me, but like the city itself, top tier. So based on that experience, I guess my answer is no, New York isn't the best city in the world. But then again, I haven't been to all the cities in the world. So come back to me after. It's my goal to travel to all the cities / countries in the world, but like that's not gonna be safe, okay guys? When I travel, when my family and I travel, we particularly have to take into account that 1, we're African American, and 2, that we're gonna be females traveling, okay? So we gotta go somewhere safe. So because of that, we probably won't get to every place in the world. So try to get close to it. And we're an American. Not everybody likes Americans. I'm a triple minority when I travel abroad. Like what? I'm a female, I'm an American, and I'm African, and I'm like a minority African American. Gotta take in a lot of factors when you travel abroad, guys. Fate said time travel, immortality, human creation, aquatic cities. Which comes first? Okay, which comes first? Immortality. Yeah. Can I have immortality for my mom and myself though, or is it just for me? Faith. Is it for my mom and myself or just for me? But I'll take immortality first. I'm going to take some immortality. And then let's do time travel. As I said, I'm not really keen on traveling to the past, but there are certain, like ancient Egypt, I'll go there. So let's do immortality first, time travel, aquatic cities, and then human creation. Aquatic cities, and maybe go find some mermaids, find Atlantis. I'm not really big on human creation. Like, the world kind of, we're destroying the world, man. We want to create more humans to come into a world that's going to probably not even exist anymore. That's going to be unsafe, so yeah. Hey, Evan, good advertising of your channel. That seems like real advent. Well, glad you like it, Evan. I'm doing good. How are you doing today, Anukska? Hey, Prince, how are you doing? Hey, welcome, welcome. Who's that? Welcome, Nessie. How are you doing? 2.0 said, Bastama. would be a nice place to travel? I know a lot of AAs. Go to West Africa, but Trabasama. Okay, so you're saying a lot of African Americans go to West Africa. Okay, so I'll definitely put it on my list of places to visit. Bustamwa. I've never heard of that place before. Sounds cool. Evan said, I want to visit California to camp. Okay, cool. I'm manifesting it for you, Evan. Nice. We creating roots but getting rid of humans. Hey, 15, how are you doing? Hey, Guy. Thanks for letting me know. Hey, AB. 15. 15.5C said 10 seconds of silence for Indian soldiers, please. Okay. I feel like that was more than 10 seconds, so yeah. I found lip oil. My lip is... I need chopsticks. My sister sent me this. I like it, but I don't. My mom sent it to me. She had to buy it from her. I couldn't even give it to free. Okay, let's see. Is it doing anything? We'll see. My lip was chopping, and if I didn't put that on, I would have peeled my skin, and I don't want to do that. All right, what are we saying? Evan said, I'm gonna head out. I feel like I should visit a few more channels. People are missing me. All right, Evan, it was a pleasure having you on the live stream. I hope to see you in the next live stream or the comment section of my Fun Nutritional YouTube video. Have a great rest of your day, Evan. Bye. 2.0 said, wait, you know about ancient Egypt? You travel back. Yeah, I definitely travel back to ancient Egypt if I can, 2.0. Particularly if I am going to be like a high priestess or like close to the royal family or like an aristocrat during that period. That's the only way I'm doing that. In any other capacity, no. Because when you think about ancient cultures, at least, like obviously, maybe there could have been regular people who lived good lives, but we don't know. What's shown of history to us is that the aristocrat, people of power in ancient societies, they were good, okay? Welcome, Guy. Mozambique, okay, cool. What's with these numbers? Fate said, do you believe science is linear? What do you mean by that when you ask that question? Heard ancient... science was better. Oh, I think I know what you mean. When you ask Fate, do you believe science is linear, do you mean it's just like constantly advancing and that ancient society in the past couldn't have had better science than we have? If you're thinking about science being linear that way, then how do I phrase it? I don't want to give mixed answers, but you have to give mixed answers because, like, well, you don't have to, but because we don't know a lot about ancient cultures, we don't really know how advanced their science was. Like, their science could have been more advanced than us because they used a lot of, like, natural resources, a lot of natural, like, remedies to, like, cure people when they were injured. However, in modern day, we have vaccines for, like, penicillin, common colds, things like that. And then, but... because penicillin wasn't like the Black Death, or people died from penicillin back then. The Black Death, that was like a curable disease, but like we didn't have the science to cure it. So I think science is, I guess, linear depending on which ancient civilization you're looking at. Because I have to be very careful when I say that, because when I think about it, you have, like, to know, like, the way we learn or the way that we know things are right, if we're looking from the context of America, the way that we know the First Amendment rights, the Bill of Rights, that the Constitution exists, that these type of people are, and people in society are supposed to have these type of rights or this right, is because of the Constitution. And people took time to write that down, okay? So it was documented proof. So when you ask me if science is linear, I'm saying yes, but I'm also saying no. I'm saying yes particularly because perhaps in ancient Egypt or ancient Sudanian Empire, or an empire prior to like the emergence of ancient Egypt, ancient Sudan, perhaps they had really good science. Perhaps they were far superior and far advanced than we are in terms of science now, but we don't know that because we don't have, they probably didn't write down their methods. If they did write down their methods, it was lost to history, it was lost to time, it was stolen, was destroyed. So we don't know that. Like they always say the Library of Alexandria, but that was owned by Alexander the Great. There's a lot of conspiracy theories to say that library was like the library. When stuff was stolen, they say that's where the things went. So that's where it had like all the knowledge of everything, but it was burned down. And if stuff survived, people probably took it. Secret societies, if you believe in that stuff, really rich families, they could have it, but they don't want to bring that information forward. And then when we're looking at time periods like the medieval Europe, their science was terrible. So in that term, science wasn't linear. Science was more horizontal. It was just stagnant in the center. It was really behind. It wasn't good because why are people dying from like, you didn't have penicillin, you didn't have Black Death, you didn't know to go and make some herbs, they didn't know how to do that. And now when we're looking at modern day America and just modern society in general, forgetting about America, we have cures for COVID-19, for penicillin, for other diseases, things like that. So it really depends, like, and who perhaps in the future, I don't know, if something were to happen that causes all our information to be destroyed, maybe in future generations, if Earth still exists in future generations, maybe their science may be more advanced than ours, or it could be less advanced than ours. So I think fate, I know that probably wasn't the answer you were looking for, but I wanted to be really careful when I answer that question because I do agree. I have heard that the ancient science was much better than what we have now, and that very well is a possibility, but like, unfortunately, the only way you'll know that is if you have a time machine. We really don't. We won't know. So I don't know. Yeah, I'm always one to leave stuff open to like interpretation when I can, because I don't want to say something is fact and I can't say that as fact because I wasn't alive during that time period, and there's no, at least if there is documents that can fully answer that question correctly, I haven't heard about those documents or done research to find those stuff yet. Hey Sammy, I'm so grateful for you. Have to get to the living room. Is my nurse, one of my nurses changing their shifts? Okay. And I'm very down today, but I'm trying to get, well, every day is going to be a challenge, Sammy, especially since you are healing. Don't take your struggles and you being sad as an indicator to give up. Try to persevere and keep pushing through. And I do hope I continue and tune into the live streams and sharing your experiences with me and hopefully your family members or your friends who are around you and even your nurses, Sammy. Hopefully that's able to aid in your recovery. I'm sending you well wishes and I hope that you get better soon. Okay, what are you guys saying? Hey, Callie. What do you think about World War III? To my knowledge, World War III has yet to happen. If it happens, let's hope I'm not. Let it happen when I'm no longer here or when I'm extremely wealthy, so I could like help people and not be affected by the war. Hey, Faith, you really know how to analyze stuff, Mia. That's some cool skill. You think so, really? Well, thank you. I'll take that as a compliment. Sometimes I see that. Sometimes I don't see that I can analyze stuff. It all depends on what you're doing. But thank you, Faith. That's really kind of you to say. Cats and Pokemon said, I think because I work from home, no one actually is expecting me to log on and actually do work. Everyone was like, oh, thank you so much. You're so great. Oh, and you're still getting paid. You're still here. Okay, so you were multitasking with the live stream and working. No, like, so I guess they're gonna definitely remember you, Cats and Pokemon, because like you said, you're leaving you know what that tells me? Making an inference from that tells me when people like either quit their job or like retire, they probably don't show up to work for the last day. So by you showing up to work for the last day, Cats and Pokemon, when you're no longer gone, they're gonna be like, I had this employee, and they were doing their job, and then unfortunately they don't work here anymore. And hopefully through that action, new management can come in, so they'll miss you, Cats and Pokemon, perhaps. That's what I'm trying to infer a little bit. Alrighty, guys. So this was a long one. Do you guys have like any other comments, questions, or concerns for me? I do have to fold up some stuff. Stay tuned for tomorrow, guys. We're doing some exciting stuff. Getting a change of scenery, finally. Finally! It's gonna be great, it's gonna be great. And you guys will see your favorite person outside of Uniquely Mia tomorrow. Yeah. So if you're an OG supporter, you can make inference and figure out what I'm hinting to. 2.0 said, good luck with everything. Same to you, 2.0. Sammy said, I'm grateful for your voice. God bless you. Same to you, same to you. I struggle every day since my neck. Oh, wow, it's badly broken. And my diagnosis, but hearing help. I'm so glad hearing me helps. And like, remember, if you're experiencing any pain or anything like that, speak to your doctor, speak to your nurse, ask questions. Don't take what your doctor says or your nurse says as being fact. Continue to ask questions. And I wish you a well and speedy, solid recovery, Sammy. Faith said, enjoy your day. Same to you, Faith. Soccer, you're gonna watch the Paris soccer finals. Okay. Hopefully your team won. Hopefully your team wins. Faith, and have a great rest of your day, Faith. Have a great rest of your day, Sammy 2.0, Cats and Pokemon. What's your name? Besties guy, Callie, Evan. Who else was on? 15, 5C. AB, everyone. I know I didn't get to everyone, but shout out to all you guys. Really appreciate your support. Sending all the supporters hearts. If you are not a subscriber / supporter, if you want, I'm sending you stars. If you want this star to turn into a heart, hit the subscribe button. And if you miss me while I'm off stream, I have more than 1,000 videos posted, so go watch my full nutritional YouTube videos, YouTube shorts, and previous YouTube lives. Have a great rest of your day, guys. Bye. Thank you so much for watching.